but it's gonna be alright. That's my people in them. He gon' shoot, she gon' scrap. It's just my people in them. He gon' shoot, she gon' scrap. That's my people in them. He gon' shoot, she gon' scrap. We put a Christmas tree in the trap. It's just my people in them. He gon' shoot, she gon' scrap. It's been hard, but we gon' be alright.
What if the person you're meant to spend your future with is from your past?
Shut up.
One by one, people from your past will enter.
Man, I want to start the show off. I want y'all to play a song from The Chronic. Song number 3 is called The Chronic, The Day the Niggas Took Over. I just want you to play the beginning part, because I got an icon. Well, I got Corey Holcomb, one of the greatest comedians ever in the house. And I got another icon that we all know. And when you hear this part, it's going to fuck you up, because I never thought I'd meet the motherfucker or the man who said this. And Chronic, Song 3 is called The Day the Niggas Took Over. Corey gonna trip when you hear this. Oh, Corey already know.
Well, I know that song.
Yeah.
Now I'm putting it all together.
Yeah.
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 Now it's starting to come to you, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I got you.
You know, this is one of them things, man. If somebody said who, RBX? Serial killer. RBX was so hard. We ready? It's playing? Yeah, play it. Check this out, y'all. Tell me if you're old enough to remember this right here. Somebody in the comments like, yo. All right, let it ride. You playing it? Remember this right here.
Look what now you carry. So what I'm doing?
Man, I knew you was about that life, nigga.
No, I think it's the wrong track, y'all. Y'all got these niggas thinking Dr. Dre here, man. You ain't gonna have it. Hey, you ain't finna have motherfuckers mad at me. Like, hell, that look nothing like Dre. You've been duped. Everybody, Dr. Dre. Nah.
Well, listen. We can't say Dr. Dre, but my former name was Doc. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, there we go.
A whole lot of stuff going on.
Hey, man. DLC.
I done met so many of them, bro. I met DLC when I was a guy.
That's one of my old songs. That nigga he got the strongest whisper ever, nigga. Yeah, that nigga. Whisper loud, nigga. That's the only nigga whisper. He's like, man, can you keep it down a little bit? Nigga, I am keeping it down. That was the whole password. I need a new neck, nigga. I'm always live. 4, 5, 1 leg. Niggas got it now. Is it playing funny? That's my old shit. Like, damn, he got all of them niggas there today. Okay, play it already. All right, cool. So the part at the beginning of the song where it said, I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna end mine. I got that man here today, man, a legend, man. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
If I got to die for this little African,
DLC.
I'm a damn motherfucker.
That one wasn't me, but I know who that is, right? But my name is Aaron Showtime Taylor. I was talking to KRAIG. We work in the same place, right? I happened to hear him say something about the 1990s and about the King Rise, and I, ear hustled and was like, damn.
Yeah.
He said he was going to do something about a documentary on the History Channel, something like that. I said, well, let me get some history real quick, man.
Yeah.
I told him about it. He looked it up. He was like, yo, oh, damn.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I mean,
it's crazy because I found out that everybody knew me but didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know until 2014 when I was sitting in the prison cell and seeing the video on YouTube.
Yeah. So for those of y'all don't know, so the part at the beginning, do you remember what you said? Can you say it so people could be reminded who don't know what's going on?
Now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna end mine. If you ain't down for the Africans here in the United States, period, point blank, if you ain't down for the ones that suffer in South Africa from apartheid and shit, then you devils need to step your punk ass to the side and let us brothers and us Africans step in and put some foot in that ass. So what was going on in your life at that point where you can find them words? Because them are some very strong, conscious words. So at that time, we're talking 1992, that the day that the riots or the uprising started was April 29th, 1992. And so for almost like a 5-year period running, there was always something going on with the police and the community. You know what I'm saying? And then you also had on the street level, you know, the street thing going on, right? But mainly it was about seeing, at that time, to be specific, the Latasha Harlan shooting, right? That had taken place, and then the verdict came in where the woman who killed her only got probation, you know, and was like talking about we should feel sorry for her and think about her, you know, and it's like once the courts is slapping you in the face and then the police is whipping your ass on a regular basis, and then when you finally get something on videotape, finally we had a crime that we could show, hey, this has been happening, now we got the videotape evidence. The same videotape evidence that you use to lock up motherfuckers that rob banks, same videotape evidence you use to lock up motherfuckers who try to rob stores, the same videotape evidence you've been using against black and brown people to convict them of crimes. Now we got the same videotape evidence, and you moved the trial from LA and put it in Simi Valley where the LAPD live at.
Right.
And even the one who snitched on the other cops got found guilty.
Right.
You know, and so at that point, you know, I was pretty hot.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like a whole lot of brothers in the city at that time, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we didn't have the internet.
What you say to white people watching and say, well, why do black people give a fuck if niggas are killing niggas? I mean, white people killing niggas. Niggas kill niggas all the time. It ain't no rioting, ain't nobody, you know, mad, ain't no protesting when a nigga kill a nigga. But a white man like myself, I can't kill a nigga.
So legitimately, right? Legitimately, that is a legitimate argument, but it has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that as a citizen, if I pay taxes to the police, I'm paying taxes for you to protect and serve me, not to beat the shit out of me and kill me. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm paying into the tax system, my tax money should go to protecting me, not for you to dogging me out and shit on a regular basis. During that time, I had been pulled over and taken to the LA County Jail at least 6 times on some bullshit.
Right.
One of them specifically, they had a paper that came out in the Herald Examiner back then where one of the toilets flooded the cell out, and it was 40 motherfuckers in a cell designed for 5 people. I don't know how they got the photo, but it was up in there. This is the shit that we was dealing with every day in LA. Right. And so when that riot came in, I mean, when that verdict came in, it wasn't no internet. Nobody had to send text or nothing like that out. You knew that night it was finna get jumping, and it got crackalating that night. It got crackalating the second night, and it got crackalating the third night. And then people said, okay, let's start cleaning up the city again and try to work this out.
Definitely.
But right after that, you get Joe Biden's crime bill coming in, so you got a whole nother thing to jump on.
This your era. I was a baby when all this, y'all era was going through all this shit. Like what was going on in Chicago at that particular time? Like, did the LA riots affect how y'all was getting down with the police out there? Did y'all riot, or like was y'all on it, or y'all wasn't even really tuned in like that?
I wouldn't say it's tuned in. It's just we didn't do it that day. I mean, like people uprise as time flies by because the bottom line. I want to say this about what you said: how niggas be killing niggas while motherfuckers get mad and all this shit. We are all here in this chaotic situation because of wicked Caucasian power. Right. And if you're scared to say that, you really on they squad. Right. When you come up with shit like niggas killed niggas, all that shit, you lost, homie. You here because you have been kidnapped from your homeland and brought here to grow up like a sucker. Right. That's how we live, like suckers. Right. Yeah. We can only have one woman in this nation. This sucker shit.
You know, so how should we resolve conflict that makes us want to get violent? Because I'm really not concerned about, I mean, I guess there's levels to it. I'm really not concerned about niggas that don't get along and, you know, shit like that. But when you start having thoughts of being violent, a lot of us weren't taught conflict resolution. You know what I'm saying?
Them niggas who ain't got a bad bitch. When you got a bad bitch, you got something to go home to. All niggas who jammed up all the time. Look at the bitch they going on.
Hell yeah.
Look, the cold part about
Be saying it.
I scored over this after doing 26 years. When I got out, listen, if it ain't a 1-0,
It can't stand
next to me, straight up.
Right.
After 26 years, I'm coming out,
Yeah. So it's got to be a dime.
Definitely.
But what makes a dime? Because me personally, man, I'm a little younger than y'all, so y'all gonna have to school me, right? But I personally believe that it ain't no such thing as a dime. I don't think a woman's mind.
I can fix that easy.
You better look behind you.
All you gotta do is put your girl next to a bad bitch and you'll understand everything I'm saying. Just put her next to her. You'll be like, oh, I see what you're saying. I'm listening out.
Can a woman be a bad bitch and not follow instructions?
Of course.
So you telling me a woman can still be a dime if she not following behind?
Not to me.
Hell no.
This go back to what the police have done to us. We used to be able to have a bad bitch who follow instructions, but ever since you stop being able to put your hands on your woman, it's chaos in the world. If you can't vet your bitch correctly, dog, you going to jail. Going to jail.
If you have a real king and you respect what he says, you'll follow instructions without him even making you follow, because you're going to listen to that king. You're going to know what he says is knowledgeable. Yeah. He got information that'll help you and tools. You feel what I'm trying to say? Because I think real leadership comes without even having to be told to listen. Right. You listen because you know what to do. You fall in line with your king.
That's you, but it ain't a lot of yous out here.
There's probably a lot of people like,
maybe from a whole different generation.
Yeah, your generation got that. That's why I feel like he was asking them and asking y'all, because we ain't got that.
Right.
They don't think like y'all.
Maybe this generation of bad bitches, they go to Dubai and get shitted on.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I heard about that.
My generation, a bitch that fucked if you had a nice pair of Jordans in a car and you took her out.
Yeah.
But this generation, they're going to Dubai. I got footage. I got hours of footage.
Shitted on something?
I got a whole terabyte of Dubai bad bitch getting shitted on footage.
That's too much.
And I'm telling you,
that's too much
For the bread.
there's a lot of it.
30K.
Hey, man, don't knock it till you try.
Shitting on.
You get shitted on somebody, man, you did.
Hey, man, if y'all gonna judge me, I ain't got to judge.
You're never ready to judge us.
Hey, Corey, you met Rodney Dangerfield one time, huh?
Yeah, backstage at the Tonight Show.
Now, for the type of comedy that I do and that I'm into, you know, you on the Mount Rushmore. But I think up there before you is Fox.
Yeah.
Is Dangerfield. You know what I'm saying?
What Fox?
Nigga, Red Fox.
Yeah.
Red Fox.
Oh shit!
You up there with them niggas, right? It's a couple others that I'm gonna be forgetting about.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor. I don't know if he on that because he didn't go hard enough on bitches. My mountain, we go hard on bitches. They ain't no
Richard Pryor was.
Richard Pryor didn't go hard on bitches like that. He was a great comedian, but the nigga Dangerfield and Red Fox, nigga, they were like laser focused in their writing. It was like genius level.
When I was on Black Jesus, the lady who played my mother, she was she's the daughter of the lady who played the maid on the Jeffersons.
Yeah.
And she was talking about when Red Fox had his show, and he was always late when he show up for set, but he was just so funny. And like one time he walked in, and it was his birthday, and he was like, "Hey y'all," because he walked in late.
Yeah,
everybody, you know, the production and everything is held back.
Yeah.
So he came in there, and he was like, "What's up, y'all?" I'm just saying it like she said.
Yeah.
For my birthday, I got this shirt, and some pussy, and they was both too big for me. And everybody was laughing. He was a natural. Hell yeah.
He was cold. Well, so how did you meet Rodney Dangerfield? What did he say to you? What did you say to him?
Oh yeah, I said it. He happened to be backstage at the Tonight Show when I got the opportunity to do the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And he was just who I thought he was, because he was like, you know, Rodney Dangerfield is known for taking chances with all comedians, black, white, all that shit. So as soon as I get backstage, you know, he looking, and you know, he was old and everything, but he was still Rodney Dangerfield. He said, "Hey, what's up, brother?" He said, "What, you finna sing?"
That's some funny ass shit. What's the first comedy album you ever listened to?
Richard Pryor.
Okay. Is that what made you want to do comedy, or you still didn't know at that point?
Well, after I saw Richard Pryor, I knew that it was a lane for what I naturally do. I felt better about myself.
Right.
Because like whatever you do that you stand out at, if you don't see a lane for that shit, you feel like you weird. Then when you see somebody else doing it, you be like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
That's why it's a lot of girls, you know, they watch the internet, they be like, I'm gonna be that hoe. You know what I'm saying? They got a lane.
That's some real shit. How you find your lane? That's how it happened to you, man.
Man, church making me sing all the time when I didn't want to sing in the Sunshine Band.
Yeah.
And getting kicked off the drums, I didn't like that. I didn't know I didn't know how to keep the rhythm at first when I was like 7, 8 years old, getting on the drums. Go ahead, get on the drums. I'm like, why y'all putting me on here? Y'all know I don't know how to keep my rhythm.
Right.
I started playing, niggas started playing too fast. And, get up. Like, man, what the hell is this? Everybody knows as a musician, the worst thing you want to do is get kicked off. You know what I'm saying? So early.
They kicked you off and just grabbed a random nigga out the
Now he grabbed my brother. My brother was
calves in
playing.
here.
My brother was playing.
We did it with big calves to keep the beat good.
You got the double foot on point with the big calf. But my brother was playing, so they would kick me off and throw his ass on that motherfucker.
Oh wow!
Every time, so I didn't like that. So I went to the piano. I was like, I learned the piano faster than I would pick up the drums because I just couldn't keep the rhythm on the piano. I could create rhythms on the piano. You know what I'm saying? And still stay on time. You know what I'm saying? So I love the piano, man.
This nigga's a monster musically. He's a part of 1500 and Nothing. They made. Tell them some of the people you work with.
What you got? I personally wrote "Sweet Love" for Chris Brown. That was one of his singles. I did. "Tie Me Down" for the New Boys. You ain't gonna tie me down. I did a whole lot of like stuff with Eric Bellinger, like even from his first song.
One of them niggas.
Whole lot of people. Man.
I know you don't look like
Corrupt.
Shit,
I work with Corrupt. I did Corrupt whole entire project for when he put out the Moon Rock Weed. I did a whole project with him, Wiz Khalifa, Molly Moore.
He like a Moody, like you introduced me to.
Yeah, like a more successful.
Oh yeah, more successful.
Damn, is he watching
Moody, brother?
No, he cold though.
Moody, you the man.
That's my nigga. Moody, my nigga, man.
Moody just into church. You know what I'm saying? He won't go past a certain level because, you know, Jesus be like, hey.
Yeah. Moody one of them niggas, you can't owe him $10. He gonna call you every day.
Really?
Until you get to 10. Yeah, until you get to 10. He gonna spend 20 to get 10. That nigga phone bill gonna be high as a motherfucker to get to 10. He not gonna wait on the 10. But I'm gonna pay you, nigga, so leave me alone. That's one of my favorite niggas. He's one of the most talented people I've ever met. You go to his studio, nigga, it's 20 instruments in there. He can play all the motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, I showed that nigga. If he was 6 feet, boy, he'd be a killer out here. Just be a little nigga.
Won't be no holes at his concerts if you throw one.
Right, all niggas under 5'8" got to wear stretch pants to their concert. Justify who they are.
You really gotta be talented, like a Boys to Men type motherfucker, if you look like Moody.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because Boys to Men is the only group with no sex symbol. Have you been to a Boys to Men concert?
What's the one boy named Wanye?
Wanye, you talking about the little Mike Tyson looking nigga? Yeah.
All the bitches in Food for Less love them.
Whole Foods.
No, Whole bitches. It just be like, y'all just sing. Them like white people did neck.
They had the concert.
Just sing it.
At the concert with the blindfold on.
Yeah, man. Having a good time.
The Boyz II Men concert, it looked like a prison yard. That's what the bitches look like. They look like prison yard. Damn. There's no bitches. Has anybody been to a Boyz II Men concert? Nobody.
But that one dude stand out ugly. The one dude with the glasses. The one dude with the glasses. He stand out ugly.
Oh, you talking about the nigga that look like Dwayne Wayne?
Yeah,
he know who I'm talking about.
Nate. Nate, okay.
Dark skinned brother.
You got the one Somalian looking dude.
That's the one.
I'm the captain now looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's Sean Stockton.
Right.
The fact that I know all the names pissed me off.
Didn't one of the brothers pass?
One of the deep voice one I think might have passed. Did he pass? One with the deep voice?
He didn't pass.
I don't think he passed. I know he left the group.
Yeah, MS. What's MS?
That's Mata Salvatore.
Mexican soccer. I'm not gonna say it. You didn't say it. I'm gonna say it.
Me sick.
Mexican soccer.
No,
that's what Sonny got. That's what Sonny got. Mustache shenanigans.
He drinking like that mustache was just dried up.
They got his pinky up. They got my pinky up. You had it up.
OG man, what, say your name again. My bad. So everybody know your name.
Aaron Showtime Taylor. Well, just call me Showtime. That's easy to remember.
Aaron. So when you initially got sentenced, because you went to jail for an extended period of time,
26 years.
26 years, right? You were sentenced to 26 years, or you had less time and you was cracking in there and got more
No,
time?
I was sentenced to 50 to life. I had 2 25 to life sentences under the California 3 strikes law back in '94.
So because I can't imagine being in a courtroom and a motherfucker say 50 to life.
Yo, that's when you start telling on everybody with your light skin ass.
Okay.
I thought y'all was talking left. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all serious?
Old white man jump out of you.
You would have bit your attorney if it was. Couldn't get this dog off it, didn't you? How does that feel to be sitting in court and you get a 50 to, because, you know, how does that feel to get that sentence? Like, what goes through your head when they say 50 to life?
So you gotta, I'm gonna set the scene for you. This how the scene is set. I've been fighting these cases, right, for almost 2 years. And I get down to, I'm talking to the DA, to the ADA, you know, and I'm trying to get a deal for like 20 years because I was sentenced under an attempted robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. But I actually had 20 counts total. Wow. And they included 2 attempted murders, 2 kidnaps, 12 counts of robbery, and a whole bunch of other gangster shit that I was doing that I finally got caught up with. Right. And so, you know, I'm trying to work a deal out. You know, can you just give me 20 years? I'll get up out. She's like, no, we just got this 3 strikes law. So the closest thing that I can give you is 2 25 to life sentences. I said, together? She said, no, you're going to do them back to back. I said, you talking about 50 to life?
Wow.
Are you serious? Right. So I had fought the cases so long. So I said, okay, let me just go talk to my mother. Let me have time enough to call my mother on the phone. And so I go down and I call my mother in the bullpen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes have been going to court with me. Is hearing this telephone call. Now I grew up in a household, generational gangsterism, to keep it buck.
Yeah.
So when I call my mother on the phone, I'm telling her, look, I got to go in and take this 50 to life because I can't do 7 life terms for, you know, all these robberies and whatnot under this 3 strikes law. My mother went to catch her breath, and I told her, don't do this right now because I can't cry over here. You know what I'm saying? I done dug it out all this time. You told me that this was part of the path that I was on. If you get arrested, you got to be a gangster just like you was when you was in the street doing your shit. Right. So I went in and took the 50 to life and thugged that shit out for 26 years. In the process, I did do a lot of studying, a lot of spiritual studying, a lot of just, you know, academics and whatnot. So we can get into that when you come back around to me. But yeah, for a motherfucker to get 50 to life and to do 26 of that and to be heterosexual the whole time. Yeah, that's hard as hell, man. I'm keeping it a buck. That's hard as fuck.
I'm glad he's still
That's hard as fuck. Look, and I done seen some good, strong dudes, right? fall along the path. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that lifestyle. If that's what you choose to do, that's your business. You know what I'm saying? However, inside it's a different life. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you won't understand unless you're living in the midst of it, because there's an insanity level that you must understand to maintain your sanity in there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of them. And when you see guys who is one way, and then after a while, you know what I'm saying, they fall along the way, and it's like, damn.
That's got to be cold to get life, and you become, homosexual as a result of thinking you're going to be in jail forever. And then they're like, we're going to let you out.
Nigga, I'm a whole girlfriend of this motherfucker. What can I do to stay in? I got a family to raise in this motherfucker. I was Sean when I was out down Twan. I got a cell cleaning business. I'm a maid in this motherfucker.
Hey, some people, can you imagine when they get out and they really got a partner in there?
Oh man. Listen, that's happening now.
They gonna and they let the nigga out at the same time.
Listen, that's happening now with men and women coming out of prison. That stuff is still going on. What you just said, that scenario he just said, it's taking place in there now, because now they starting to open the doors up and let people out who done took part in the self-help groups. And you was talking about conflict resolution and all of that. We not only learn conflict resolution, but emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? How to break down a crime. You know what I'm saying? What are the elements? All of this shit we out here now with to keep us from going back. And we need it now because motherfuckers in society is crazy. Y'all don't have no conflict resolution out here. Ain't no emotional intelligence. Look, I cuss people out in my family close to me on a date. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you understand what's wrong with you? I do this on a regular basis. Because motherfuckers out here really don't have emotional intelligence and conflict resolution. And that's why we in the situation we in now.
If you got a relative that goes to jail a lot and you ask them what happened in prison, and they say what happens in prison stays in prison.
That's Vegas to you. That's Vegas. Vacation in prison, nigga.
But Craig, what he said was deep about the lack of conflict resolution as you are out here, because in there you have to have some type of conflict resolution.
I couldn't get out of prison if I didn't go and take that course, not once, not twice, but 3 times to make sure that I had it right.
Yeah. So that's why I say, like, people may talk about my lifestyle, but because there is no conflict resolution out here on the streets, in my opinion, it's better to buy a company.
Okay.
If you purchase, pay for your company, there's more respect to it than when you have a situation where you got a so-called girlfriend and y'all supposed to be together. All the bitches I pay try to keep me around. You know what I'm saying?
Customer service when you
I like being a trick, dog.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with being a trick, homie.
Right. When I used to try to be with girls, it never worked out. Now that I'm a trick, we get along just fine.
It's a business deal.
My man said it.
It's a business deal. I'm gonna get what I pay for. Now I ain't no sucker. If I don't get what I pay for, it's gonna be an issue. People get being a trick confused with being a sucker.
Right.
Suckers get what they can. They pay their money and don't get nothing. I'm a trick. If I pay for something and I don't get it, you finna find out what type of gangster I am in the next moment.
How about that?
We gonna go money bag yo. We gonna go money bag yo on them.
But talk about this, because a lot of brothers that get behind them walls have the ability to still pull a bitch and get her on the team. Like, how strong do your macking got to be to talk a woman into being your woman from a cell, having 50 to life, then get her to marry, because you got to be married to have a consequent visit, right?
Yeah.
Then talk her into marrying you, to get some pussy. Like, how do you strategize getting a woman to be on your team that way?
I'm glad you used the word strategize, because you better have a strategy. One, to even have action like that. Okay, let me say it this way. There's the hard game where cats is using their pen and paper. You know what I'm saying? And they using the pretty handwriting. They got the flourish with their words and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so there's a package in that. But then there's another package where you pay $500 and you get your cell phone and you create your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your TikTok page, right? And you some dudes let it be known. Look, I'm locked up. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? In my case, I won't put it in the language that you use, because I actually did love the woman I married that I met online. And we were married for 6 years until I actually came home
right? And we was talking, and then everything that kept us together inside, it was kind of like the magic was gone. Yeah. Right, so we fell apart because everything we did was on a WhatsApp. That was my online bedroom and WhatsApp. You see what I'm saying? I did everything I could on WhatsApp except scratch and sniff. You feel me?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to know about this game that you asked. Well, hold on, you asked about the game. I'm giving it to you.
Give it to it for real. Because you actually have to be brilliant to bump a bitch.
Because I come to the table. I'm gonna talk about me to answer your question. Yeah. While I was inside of prison, I ended up learning 9 different languages. I done studied 19 years of content. When I come to a woman and start talking about emotional intelligence, or I get in the XY chromosome, XX chromosome, or I start talking about Kundalini sciences and stuff like, I'm finna come at a woman and talk to her about something that none of you niggas on the street even know about.
Well, you know, gibberish ain't a language. Gibberish, I know.
He say he flew the gibberish bullshit nonsense.
I know marsupial noise.
But no, on the real though, when I get in a situation, right? When I get in a situation, like I'm on TikTok, right? You can follow me on TikTok and check this name out. And it's all one word, Uncle, Daddy, Grandpa, right? Pull me up. And there's no D in the grandpa, but it's all one word. So I used to do, yeah, that's right. Uncle, Daddy, Grandpa. So look, what I used to do, right, like we talking here now, right? So when I'm in the groups in prison, all I did was recreated that on a live on TikTok. So I would be out there talking with transparency about who I am. Right. And I start talking about the sciences and whatnot. And the more I start talking about sciences, I seen the increase in women watching my lives and the decrease in niggas. Right. Because the women was interested in talking to somebody who could talk about something that the rest of these niggas out here had absolutely no knowledge of.
Right.
It's a fact that big words mesmerize all bitches south of Wilshire.
Anything over finish will get you a
This motherfucker Corey is retarded.
Man, how did you develop your cap with the bras when you was broke, chip tooth Corey?
Right.
What was your approach at getting the bad bitch?
It's the big words. Like, it ain't even got to be a word that's like giving them propers. You could be insulting them, long as it's a big word.
Homogenous.
Baby, you are so scrupulous. Thank you, Corey. The game don't stop.
I want to thank you for making the Corey's cool, because my first name is Corey. C-O-R-Y. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Only other Corey's we had was Dookie Howser and them niggas.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't like...
Yeah, it wasn't no other cool Corey's. So.
Corey spelled, what was his name, Feldman?
Yeah. Was it? Oh, no, he cool. I met him at,
Corey Haim, too. Corey Haim?
He ain't cool.
Who's Corey Haim?
He said he ain't cool.
I met Corey.
The nigga he bought his mustache from. How much you want for that? That nigga put his finger on your nigga. How much you want for that?
Glue so simple.
Get your finger off my lip.
Glue, scratch it out. I don't got no tool.
That nigga glue so separately.
That's
Nigga trying to steal your mustache.
That's that mustache dresser beat up Eddie Cassidy.
That nigga tap you on one shoulder and steal your mustache.
got that Idlewild mustache.
Idlewild, yeah.
Andre 3000 Idlewild mustache.
Nigga hired getaway driver and everything.
Keep the car moving. I'm gonna dive in the window. This is a heist.
That nigga's crazy.
Oh shit.
So your cap when you was before you became the Corey we know, I feel like because you're an honest dude. I feel like you had this sincerity game. Like everything was from the heart with you.
I was a liar back then.
Oh, okay.
Now that's for real though. Man, let me tell you something, man. This is how this game really go. If you got the gift of gab, you gonna get women. Right. I don't even give a fuck. Look, I don't give a fuck how you look. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Women like to be mesmerized by conversation, and I also think they like when they talk to, I'm gonna brag on myself a little bit right here, a manly man.
Right.
Somebody who's talking to them like, hey, what's up, how you doing? Yeah. Like some of these guys be like, what's up, baby?
If you
400 pounds with a little kid.
If you lie to get pussy,
ain't tiny.
Are you a coward?
I could say yeah for that, but you know what I'm saying? Like most of us learn this whole game of life trial by error, because most of us are brought up by single moms, so we figured out as we get knocked upside the head a few times.
Right.
I ain't never liked lying, but I used to pull it off when I was a young man, like 20 or something like that. Now, I don't like to really lie about nothing.
Aaron, are you a coward if you lie to get pussy?
That's a strong word. I would use a stronger one than that, but coward is cool.
What's a stronger word?
Shit, a bitch ass nigga. What you got to lie for? What you got to lie to kick it for? For what? Right. You know what I'm saying? If you can get it, you can pay for it. You can talk up on it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
No. I wanted to say something after you said what you said.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't have. Look, a dude that's a player, quote unquote. Every woman he deals with knows exactly who he is.
Right.
If he's not, then you playing games.
Right.
You're serious. You know what I'm saying? If you get with me and I tell you, look, I got a beautiful queen. She's a dime. If you want to keep talking to me, understand your position if you want to keep talking to me.
Right.
You know? And if you do, then you understand your position.
Right.
Straight up. I'm giving you the choice. And I don't understand why people can't be that way.
Mimi, is a man a coward if he lies to you to get sex from you?
I'm not going to say he's a coward. I'm going to say he play a lot of games, and I'm not with all the games. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like now you're bringing your representative to the table. So I don't even really know who you are. Because everything you saying ain't adding up. So really that's going to turn me off as soon as I see all the lies and games. Because, you know, you got to know who you are and then be man enough to show me that. That's the only way something going to work. If you playing all these games, I don't really even know you.
B, so you gotta tell me who you are and be man enough to show me that.
Exactly.
But see, women step to you with fake body parts.
Right away.
And this is one of the most devastating lies in the world. Because if you get one of them pregnant and that little baby come out, you be like, wait, this ain't what I expected.
So my son got ass and fake titties.
Why my son got ass and fake titties?
You
had a baby dog.
Hey, but let me ask you this.
With the Brazilian butt left,
nigga, that's crazy.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this though. It's the game that we playing though, right? Like she said, it's a game, right? I think that's the reason why women show up, you know what I mean, looking a certain way. That ain't the chick you're gonna wake up to the next day. But that's her representative to attract you to them.
Right.
So the game is we gonna say whatever the hell we gotta say.
Right.
Because that's the, you know what I'm saying? Because we playing the game.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't think that make me make you a coward. That just means it's the game that we playing. You trying to get something, I'm trying to get something. If I come to you real, you gonna shut me down, game over. So I'm gonna say what I gotta say to get what I gotta get.
I can appreciate that.
I mean, I can respect that game right there. As long as everybody know the rules to that game, that's cool. But what if somebody in that situation don't know the rules?
Then don't play the game.
Yeah, but it depends on what kind of games we playing. You come over to their house, you're like, shh, my mama back there trying to act like your mama is. Your mama talking about shh. Cause she finna say, boy, you got company out there. You feel me?
But if she's
those are
still
different type of lies.
Like what if it's a hotel?
Well, I mean, that's a different thing, y'all. At the hotel, I'm just talking about when they playing the little games and stuff, saying, you know, different things. Hey, I work here, but you don't work. Everything you saying is a game and a lie. I feel like I don't know you. You feel me? Like, nobody's perfect, but if somebody just, everything they saying is just lie, then how can we go nowhere, any place? Because I don't even know who this nigga is.
But what is a lie, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, because the truth is what you choose to believe.
Yeah, facts.
And so I get.
The truth is
that's a white lie. That's what you call a white lie, Craig.
Truth, what you choose to believe.
You believe your hair gonna grow in right one day, don't you?
The
truth is it's not gonna happen.
You got that LeBron
hope. But there's a difference between the real and the fake, though.
What's the difference?
Real isn't debatable. The truth, you can be convinced into believing the truth. But like this cup is a real thing. It's tangible. I can't, unless I incinerate it or I know magic and I can make it disappear. You can't debate the existence of this cup, but you can debate the truth because. And it can change.
The truth is that the cup is right there.
You can debate it because if I live my life a certain way and you live your life a certain way and we arguing about a principle, the way that we live our lives is going to affect our perception on that principle. But if
that's not the truth.
Well, okay. What's the truth?
Perception, right?
The truth is what really happened. Right. Everything else is game. Everything else is motherfucker just talking too much. The truth is what really happened. You can normally tell the truth in a sentence. So when motherfuckers talking too much, you like,
yeah. A lot of times the truth is bullshit. A lot of times the truth is boring. A lot of times the truth is like the simplest version of whatever happened too.
It don't take long to tell the truth.
Yeah.
So if
motherfucker talking too much, it's some bullshit in there.
If you ain't never told the truth and somebody didn't believe you?
Of course they don't believe me, but it don't matter. It don't matter. I got money to fuck your bitch. That's what it really boils down.
Right. So the definition of truth, the actual definition. Damn. The actual definition of truth is that which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. So the reality thing is what gets me, because it's 7 billion different people and it's 7 billion different realities. So I could be die hard about my reality and what's true to me and it not be applicable to a nigga in India.
No, man. See, look, Craig, it's niggas walking around here talking about I'm a girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this shit is sucker shit, dog. The truth is, motherfucker, you a man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Right. Shimothy.
That's true.
Shimothy.
That definition shit, none of that shit don't mean nothing. The truth is, goddammit, what really happened.
I could take that. That's some real nigga shit. But you know, I don't know, man. The life is so abstract. Anything could be true at any particular moment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand. That's my man.
So did Will Smith slap Chris Rock?
Huh?
Did Will Smith slap?
See, that's debatable. It seems true to us, but we don't really know if that's a reality. That could be some made up shit for TV, like a movie slap.
Hell no. Chris' reaction afterwards with the dope face. I was like, hell no, that was a real slap.
So you think that was real? You think that whole thing was real?
I think Will Smith was in a situation where he was insecure, and when you're an insecure man, you're a dangerous man.
So what happens when the truth changes? Is it still the truth?
How does the truth change?
Okay, have you ever
that was a lie.
Have you ever told a woman you loved her?
Damn love. I've told a couple of women I love her.
And it was true.
It was true.
Have you ever told a woman you loved her and it's not true anymore? You don't love her anymore?
No, because if I told you I love you, I love you. Even
at that time.
Ready to stomp your ears together. Bitch, this is proof I love you, because I'm fighting you.
Okay. You said something nice?
I don't fight bitches I don't love. Who you think
I love you. I loved you at that time, at that point. You know what I'm saying? For those months, you know what I'm saying? I don't love your ass no more.
Okay.
You did something to break that. You know what I'm saying? You
broke the love. Real, man, because what's real is always real. The truth changes, I'm telling you.
Craig, you just want your lies to be facts.
I used to believe in church.
But it was always a lie. Ain't nobody coming back to save you. It's always been a lie. It's the game that we was taught when we was youngsters here in America.
Right.
You understand we wasn't originally from this place.
Right.
So finding out exactly who we are would be pretty difficult now, especially with the way the Caucasian people have ripped up all that shit through Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, I don't believe nothing I was taught by the people who kidnapped me and brought me here.
Right. I'm with you. I mean, yeah, I'm on that side of the brain. So let me ask you a question, Aaron.
Yeah.
At one point, you was a die-hard criminal. This was truth, right?
Truth.
Is that still true?
No.
So what?
Craig, that's bullshit.
He was surprised by that.
Bullshit at his highest fucking
walked up. I literally walked up.
What happened?
I literally walked up. I'm gonna give you the dates.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened? Let me give you the dates, right? I got arrested on August the 25th, 1994. I was released from prison on October the 16th, 2020. I literally went to sleep for 26 years and came out to an entirely new society. Money was different. Everything was different when I came out. The only reason I was able even to function is because I had a cell phone in prison. Crooked ass guards, you can get one. They be lying and shit, talking about motherfuckers sticking phones in their butts. No, y'all bringing them up in there, and you know it. However,
you got to be a talented homosexual.
How crazy? How crazy?
Like,
what kind of phone?
It's an iPad. They get no boo-boo on it. Nigga, you keyshirted a whole iPad. You cleaned it in your ass. No. It was cleaner. It's cleaner coming out than it was going in.
So, yeah, what was the damn question again?
I don't know. If you was a criminal at one time,
it wasn't still true. I was a criminal at one time, but probably be about 7 years in. That's when the criminal mind started actually fading away. And that's when the studying and whatnot kicked in.
So, but what did it was information, right?
Well, no, what did it was I was about 35, 36 years old, which is about the time in our original culture that you start to go through manhood training anyway. Are you coming out of it? Right. Because there's a spiritual essence that Corey is applying to from like 28 to 40. There's 12 years of spiritual school that we had in the African study system that made us into a whole human being, right? And we missed that here in this country.
You're referring to Egyptian,
well, not so much Egyptian, but you can just deal right with the University of Timbuktu, right there in Africa, over in at the time I think it was Mali, might be Nigeria now.
That's the place that Alexander the Great conquered and burned up all the libraries, right?
No, that's over in Kemet. What you're talking about? I'm talking about over in Africa, the dark place.
Okay,
in the darker land.
So wait, quick question. So if you had never gone in, do you think that you would have voluntarily stopped committing crimes?
No.
Around this? Okay.
No, I was a gangster, man. I was a gangster from the 80s and the 90s, like most of my dudes around me. You know what I'm saying? We did what we did. We lived how we lived. You know, am I proud of it? No, because the shit that we did in the 80s and the 90s helped create the 94 crime bill that Joe Biden brought to the black church, and the black church pushed in the black community for it to get signed for us to end up in prison for as long as we did. Because you had child molesters and pedophiles out here getting 2 and 3 years for destroying kids' lives, whereas a motherfucker who might have robbed somebody is sitting up in there for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? And you have this person who ain't even supposed to be around a child as a role model now.
Okay, okay. So let me ask you a question. So we had this debate a couple weeks ago, right?
All right.
So I brought some wild ass proposition to the table. Some shit that to the normal mind they would be like, this is crazy, right?
Wait a minute.
I said that whenever somebody commits a crime, it's a system failure. And if someone commits a crime due to lack of resources, they should be rewarded. I feel like the key to changing the narrative in the justice system is making crime rewarded, because at the end of the day, if the system fails you and gives you no other choice, if they provide an opportunity, whether it be money or something, you know, they should give you something to prevent you from committing crime again if crime is actually a system failure. So what I'm saying is, do you feel like you would have kept being a criminal if at some point America would have given you maybe some money to start a business or something to kind of get your life together? Do you feel like you would have still did crime? Say you did your first crime and they gave you $100 grand to stop doing crime. Do you feel like that would have stopped it?
The way you just walked through that bullshit right there.
That's it.
The way this motherfucker just navigated that verbal minefield, I'm gonna give you your props, bro. You was dancing like a motherfucker.
I feel like we should be rewarded for crime.
You left out the best part. You get $100 grand.
$100 grand.
You got to do 10 years in prison, and you get $100 grand.
$100 grand.
And Craig said that that's going to make crime go down.
I
said there may be a few people who say I'm gonna hit this $100 grand lick.
One more time. I hear what you're saying, but if you paid niggas to stop doing crime.
If you paid somebody,
that's the concept.
Well, that's the concept.
Like, right now, they're gonna pay you to stop committing crime. They're gonna pay a nigga to build a prison to incarcerate you. But why not just take the resource and say, hey, I'll pay you not to fuck up.
Okay, there
You
you
mean like
go.
a job?
I hear you.
I mean,
and still go through that training too.
you understand what I'm saying, Corey? Like,
And you know you my man, but I'm like,
I see, but if they went through that training that he went through though, the training that he was talking about,
this
I
brother's
get that.
elevated back
With
here.
that too.
So
no, when
It'd be
you
different.
are at a certain mind state, I know that sometimes you have to be shocked out of it.
Right.
Or
True.
relaxed out of it, where you sit down for a minute.
Right.
And it ain't nothing to be proud of, but sometimes, man, I done had homies that went to jail, and I be like, really, man, it's the best thing for that nigga, because he gone right now. He gone, that nigga gone. I'm scared of the nigga. We be
okay, but let's get to the root. Because look, you gotta get to the root. Problem
But something you said a minute ago, right? And they actually doing it in one of the cities in Northern California, where they're actually giving the citizens like $1,000 a month or something like that, just giving it to them. You know what I'm saying? And what he's talking about is working. The only issue I had was the way he walked through that bullshit to get there.
Hey, don't people who committed crimes for marijuana back in the day, don't they get more of a chance to start businesses? Now. That's one thing they did do.
Well, they erased a lot of people's convictions, and
and
they also for those I forget what state it's in, but they do have a program where they'll help start them up.
They got them out here,
Yeah, they got
in
it.
California.
I don't know.
Sure, I know that for sure.
Yeah,
I don't.
One of the biggest weed facilities out here is by one of my homeboys that went to jail for it. His wife went and did all the learning, got all the right training, started the company. Then when he got out, they gave him some money.
That's cool,
part of
but
the company and all of that.
Let me answer his question real quick, just to be clear, right? I am never going to voluntarily or involuntarily commit another crime in life.
Nah, I
After
ain't
26 years, I'm cool. If I commit a crime and go back in there now, I'm telling you something.
Okay.
I'm giving you a message.
But
Okay, let me ask you this then. So we're not talking about you.
Okay.
Do you think that there will be some people that say, you know what? Let me just do another crime and get another $100,000.
Absolutely.
Yes, people out there.
After 10 years.
It's
That's
people
all
out there
I'm
right
saying.
now. They got $10. They're like, I'm gonna go get $100,000 real
That's
quick
just like the
and
people
do
that got
10.
the PPP loan.
right. No, she right.
You gonna gamble because there ain't nothing out here for you, man.
Right.
Dog, I couldn't believe when they was telling people during that COVID stuff, you can't have company in your house.
Right. Yeah.
Like, man, ain't nothing here for us, man. Ain't nothing. Dog, it's time to be gone, man. There's a lot of people leaving America.
What's the system failure mean to you, Aaron? What is the system failure when it comes to people? Like, how is the system failing black men?
Black men?
Or just say, what system failure put you in a position where you had to go to prison?
That was my own lack of personal accountability on that one. That's to keep it a buck. Because I grew up over on Jefferson and Arlington. If you're familiar with LA, this is where the Rolling 30s is at, right? So I got homies from all kind of gangs, right? I grew up in the same environment as a whole lot of my homies, but they didn't go to jail and I did. So I had to come to grips and say, it wasn't that I grew up in a bad situation, it's that I was making bad decisions in a bad situation.
Right.
And then once I was able to look at myself and do that, then that's when I moved from being a little boy into a grown man. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the studying stuff kicked in, right? And like I said, I studied long enough to where as soon as I got out of jail, I started a company called Elevated Entertainment, right? I was smart enough to put my niece as the CEO, right? A young black woman, 34 years old, single mother of two, you know, and she grinds and hustles just as hard as I do because she sees the dream the same way I do.
Right.
Right. And even in saying that, those 26 years didn't deter me away from my dreams. It actually helped me understand what those dreams was and how to manifest them when I came home.
Right.
That's why I only been out 22 months.
Yeah.
And you see where we met at.
Right.
And we were both in here grinding. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm all about, the grind right now.
Corey.
That's the system failure right there.
There we go.
Ain't nobody taking self-accountability and self-responsibility, and they looking to blame somebody for their position instead of getting your ass up and start grinding.
Right.
I'm gonna say it again. I just walked out from doing 26 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks And it ain't even 2 years yet, and look where we met at. And I have my own show called Hard in the Paint. I got a webpage called AaronShowtimeTaylor.com. You can follow me on Instagram at AaronShowtimeTaylor, at The Rebirth of Chick. I do play-by-play basketball, did it the whole 26 years I was inside. I fuck with the Warriors on a regular basis. I fucks with the NBA on a regular basis, right? You can't tell me you've been out here all this time, and I got out here in 2 years and I did this, and you've been out here whining and complaining about society.
Right, talk about it.
Some people are naturally not, they just ain't got it. Ain't nothing you can save them. And I don't like this society tries to act like everybody can make it, because everybody can't make it. There are people out here where they will never find a way to get on top. They have to be placed in a spot where, okay, they cool right there.
Right.
Because if they out here trying to get it on their own, they ain't gonna never do nothing but get in trouble or be jammed up.
Right.
And you know, the system hustle your family when you get in trouble.
For real.
Your loved ones be like, damn, we gotta get this bond for this nigga. All that shit. I gotta get bond for my little brother right now. And I'm like, I know this motherfucker, even if he beat this, he'll be back jammed up again. Cause he ain't no dumb motherfucker, but he don't know how to move in society and get to the point where it's all going up.
Right.
He just still at that same level doing this sucker shit and ain't going nowhere.
Man.
That's just one person out of the millions. You know what I'm saying? There are people who have to be placed.
Right.
I got bitches who are beautiful, but they not smart enough to get money. Look like baby dolls, still broke as a joke. And it worked for me, because that's how I keep them in my life. Because of the struggle situation they in. But if they was to face that world without me, ain't no telling what I got. Damn. God bless their souls.
I gotta ask a question everybody want to know about, man.
What you want to know? Craig finna put me on the spot. Let me show you. This how you handle it when you get put on the spot, everybody. Go.
Are you scared that Ryan Davis gonna whoop on you?
No, I'm not. See, last week after my show, and I thought about everything, I saw I was going too far. Because it ain't just me and Ryan talking shit to each other, because that's really all it is. It's all of the shit that the other people say that make it go too far, where before you know it, something didn't happen. So I called Ryan and I was like, man, I think enough with this, because it done went too far.
Yeah.
So anything that's said about Ryan from here on out, it won't be nothing negative about me.
Oh, that's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep it going.
So can Ryan come back to LA?
Of course, Ryan can come back to LA.
You come back, nigga.
I ain't never ran Ryan out of LA. I'm just saying. Ryan said he's back in Charlotte because of his children, and that's a noble reason, goddammit. But whatever it is, I ain't got no beef with Ryan, because it ain't nothing. It was just me talking shit. I like to talk shit. We signify.
Right.
See, look, you and me, we signify all day long, but it don't never be no bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
Because it was just like I was telling you earlier, we like to tighten niggas. We don't be tripping off that shit for real. It ain't no disrespect. But there are men in this world, not saying no names, if you say something to them, just like when you be joking, really they be like,
oh yeah.
They feel some kind of way. And you got, I'm glad I'm smart enough to know that, okay, they didn't like that, so I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm
there now.
Yeah, that's cool. Y'all resolved that. So, because a part of being a man is like standing up for what you believe in or what's right, even in uncomfortable situations. Or being a man is not being agreeable, you know. Right. So how do you know when you're going too far though? Like, because there's a point in life where this is how I feel, this is how I live my life, this is my principle, and it's cool. But then there's a point where if you impose them on people too much, it can be a little bit disrespectful, and the message can be lost. So how, as a man, do you make sure that the messaging of your principles are correct so people can digest it and really hear where you're coming from?
It's crazy you said that, man, because literally today I was just dealing with that, right? And I put it on myself. There's a culture inside of prison, especially amongst the real ones, right? We speak straightforward, just like you said with the brother. You know, when you on Titan level, you don't take shit personal. You know what I'm saying? When you up there like that. But what I was doing wrong, and what I have been doing wrong the entire 22 months I've been home, I have a set of principles I live by. You know, straight up. I just did 26 years. So if you ain't talking about self-accountability and responsibility, nigga, I ain't trying to talk to you. Because I've done it. I walked it. But I've been holding people accountable to that standard because I'm expecting people to be that way because I'm that way. Right. And I come into a society where being accountable, that ain't the shit. We just had a president that ain't even never gonna be held accountable for the shit this motherfucker did. Man. So you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers do anything they want. So I was wrong because I've been holding people to a standard that they can't live to yet because they don't even have that in society. And because of that, I've been misjudging people instead of holding them and treating them at face value. I've been trying to hold them to my standard, and I've been really running a whole lot of people away from me because my motto is I could be blunt and by myself because I'm gonna be sucker free.
Right. Right. If you are going to live the lifestyle you talking about right now, there's just not a lot of people you can be around in this society.
Come on now.
You'll be alone, and I've gotten cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm still cordial to people. I don't like people to feel like I got something against them. But I'm in your face. I show you love, but I know I got to go because the sucker shit coming in all likelihood. Man. Every once in a while, you meet a real one.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
How you know when you're going too far with imposing your standards on somebody, Sonny?
All right. So with me, because I just look so friendly, I guess. I learn what people's limits are. Pretty quickly because nobody's afraid of me.
Right.
So when it comes to, everybody knows me, I joke around all the time. What I weigh, like 150 pounds? So I find out pretty quickly. So that's how I've learned to kind of navigate through everything, be able to walk into any room and talk to anybody.
Shut the fuck up for this nigga slam me.
Yeah, this junior varsity gremlin. Just
Go ahead, preschool girl. You're preschool girl.
You're fucking teenage hippopotamus. Come on, man.
You got shingles on your wrist.
What I'm saying is that I've had to learn probably quicker than most just because of my, I didn't get tall until later, so my stature allowed me to learn how to like kind of gauge people like really early on.
Be a little. Got time to get punched in the mouth.
You're a little Rudy.
Yeah. Punch in the neck.
How you know when you're going too far, Ty?
Man, shit. When motherfuckers ain't laughing, I guess.
You be fucking bitches with the glasses on, or you take them off?
Sometimes you gotta have the glasses on so I can see what the fuck is going on.
Really?
I'm finna miss that.
You can't get the pussy. What's wrong with you?
Hey, your shit go blank. That's how you have your eyes closed, nigga. All the fun you have.
That nigga shit go blank.
Glasses to find pussy?
No, not the five.
That's crazy.
You know, sometimes
Craig, that shit go blank, nigga, when he take them off.
Next time you close your eyes,
you actually
gotta be fun.
You actually gotta lift her legs up and say, "Okay, that's pussy." And then you don't know how to feel for pussy.
All asshole.
You feel for pussy, nigga. It's gonna be dry.
Glasses for everything. I wear glasses to eat cereal.
It's all in that.
It's gonna be dry by the time you get to it if you're looking for it.
Fucking in between her toes, don't even know.
This nigga be looking for pussy with his thumb. You know. That nigga making fists and be trying to find pussy like that.
That's her ear, nigga.
That nigga be gouging pussy.
Licking the back of her knee. Talking about you like that.
You gotta find out. You gotta find out.
That's titty milk, nigga. What are you doing?
I'm a pleaser.
God will lead you to the pussy. You ain't gotta put your glasses on to find pussy.
He be like, "You so wet."
Why you taking for granted he fuck bitches with legs? That ain't right.
You only fuck bitches in wheelchairs. All right, no.
Wheelchair bitches pussy always stank.
It's amazing.
Oh, so you been out there?
Every bitch I fucked in a wheelchair.
Oh,
yo, you about to have a whole bunch of them at your show, nigga. They about to roll up on you, nigga.
This is my testimony.
I like bitches I like bitches that don't need no anesthesia when they have a baby. Just paralyzed, just in wheelchair.
Baby come out sideways. Them bitches be like,
yo, what the fuck? Fuck
wheelchair.
I'm crazy.
Paraplegic fucking bitches. He's sick, bro.
Where you buy all that jewelry at?
Same place you bought that bike chain on your fucking neck, nigga.
Okay.
That string of jewelry.
How much you spend on that?
How much you spend on that, bro?
Let's trade them. I'll give you my $10 chain for your $2 chain.
You got a $2 shirt on.
Nah, so how you know you're going too far?
I wanted to say,
when he starts spitting venom on motherfuckers.
I just look. Sometimes
all my friends start dying.
Sometimes going too far. Sometimes you gotta go too far to stop a situation. Cause look, Tuesday after I left here, right? Tuesday, I'm in the studio. I'm working with this artist, and it's some producer that they brought. He ain't never worked with nobody, so he don't got studio etiquette. I'm pretty sure he been locked up in the pandemic. And then this is his first time back around people.
What was he doing?
Bro, he's talking this close to my face every time.
Playing the piano with his mouth.
Bro, he just kept going too far all night. For 3 hours, I'm recording. I'm doing 5 jobs at once. I'm vocal producing. I wrote the song. I'm engineering. All of this at once, bro. Why you keep talking to me? Why you keep saying, hey, nuts? Like, bro, you pulling my attention away from the artist in the booth that's recording, right? So this motherfucker gets so mad, he get drunk and he get mad. He sit in the back of the studio. It's like 10 people there. This motherfucker tells me, hey, play it from the fucking top. So I'm like, hey, bro, who you talking to? I'm like, hey, I'm gonna play this shit from the top, but we on the second. I said, look, because I'm still, watch this. I'm gonna tell you the story.
Quality of everything.
Because I'm still trying to be cool. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it from the top. No, because bro, he a little nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to be clear. I'm still trying to, but he kind of stocky. But I'm still trying to be cool. Because I'm.
Oh, that's why you played it.
I'm tolerating it. No, because of the artist that's in there, bro. Because of the artist I'm working with. If I fight this nigga, I'm fucking up the vibe. I'm fucking up the whole shit.
But he was stocky, so you didn't fight
he's
him.
been pissing everybody. No, I did fight him. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, y'all.
I'm gonna tell you, nigga.
Okay.
So look,
Conflict
that's what I'm
resolution.
saying. Going too far can sometimes stop all the bullshit. This nigga's drunk. So he doing too much. He get on everybody's nerves. I'm engineering, but I'm still seeing him do all kind of bullshit all through the studio, fucking with everybody. Nigga, he this close to the artist, to her face when he trying to talk to her. That's how drunk he is. He not paying attention. And then my boys, who this is their artist, I'm like, man, I'm like, bro, pay attention to what this nigga drunk. He tripping. Get him together, cause he irritated me. My boy, like, he cool. My boy who booked this whole shit, he ended up leaving because this nigga gets on his nerves, right? I could tell because his energy was different when he left. So you done left this dude in there with me, right? So now, get to the shit. This motherfucker told me to start it over. I'm like, bro, I'm on the second verse, bro. Leave me alone. Let me record. I'll start it over when it's done. This motherfucker said, no, what you gonna do is, you gonna play it from the beginning right now.
Because you did it the first time.
I said, no. I didn't do shit. I didn't get to do nothing. Bro, I'm so business. Like, when I'm doing business, I'm being paid. I'm not about to turn up. I'm not trying to turn up. I'm trying to work. I'm not drinking. I'm smoking weed. So I ain't nigga, you about to throw me off, nigga. I'm chilling. This motherfucker, he said that shit, bro. I turned around. I said, who the fuck you talking to? He jumped up. And he acting like he trying to get through the crowd of people who are trying to stop him. He did it 3 times, like just getting loud, and he calmed down. I said, all right, let me show you how to get through a crowd, nigga, because I'm tired of your ass playing with me. I went right through everybody and grabbed the motherfucker like by his neck. I'm like, bro, stop playing with me, bro. I'm like, I really could be punching you with this hand, but you fucking up the vibe right now. Are you playing? I'm still choking this nigga. I'm like, bro, I'm recording to your beat, motherfucker. I'm trying to get you some money. Like, what are you doing?
Are you still choking him during this time?
I'm still choking the nigga while I'm talking shit. So then he's trying to overpower and start pushing. And I'm like, dude, get your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga talking about a stud,
I let
right?
this nigga go.
You got to be way stronger than the nigga that choke him and talk to him.
What, bro? I was a stud. No, bro.
Find out later. Just checking, because after you committed that 245, after you committed that 245, brother, I'm wondering what you did next. Continue.
So what happened next is he came out of he turned into a whole nother person after he got choked. Bro, I wasn't even trying to fight you. Nigga, yes you was. You been fucking up the vibe the whole entire night, bro.
That's a terrorist, but you know that, right?
Get to long story short, we went back to finishing the song. He sat in the back and chilled.
And that's why I don't ride the subway.
Cause I'm still gonna get the. I'm still gonna.
Back of the bus. Back of the bus with his Casio, asking people to do songs with him. Hilarious.
I understand what he's saying. I got a girl every time I choke her, she cook and clean up. All that she just talking.
Man, is domestic violence wrong if you're defending yourself?
Well, I'll put it like this, man. Most of the time, you ain't got to defend yourself if you are an intelligent person and around people who are intelligent as well. But every time you hit a girl, it is because you are trying to show her something.
Right.
All you guys who just be beating your girl up with your fist, y'all motherfucking something wrong with you. You are supposed to slap your woman into submission. Bops hurt the way they supposed to hurt. It ain't like this. Bop it just be like that sting for a while. That show you love your girl when you bop her.
Aaron, is domestic violence wrong in self-defense? You're dealing with a woman, she hit hard as a motherfucker. Every time y'all get into it, wait, you asking me that question? She hit hard, but it's like, she kneel you. You ever been hit and it make you go to a knee? Like, I saw my bitch hit that.
How about a woman? Tell us about it, Craig.
Yeah, Craig, it didn't happen to us. You asking the question.
I got nailed by a bitch one time.
I ain't never been.
I used to get beat up by girls all the time, so I could answer that question. That's why I was like, damn, how does this nigga know to ask me that? Yeah, what's the question again?
Is domestic violence wrong in self-defense?
It wouldn't be domestic violence if you was defending yourself.
It would just be defending
You'd be
yourself.
self-defense.
Right.
But I mean, I can't be with no woman that's beating me up.
No.
You know, just taking out
taking out
her stuff.
swing
You know
on
what I'm saying? You know, women go through changes on a regular basis every month. You know what I'm saying? And you liable to get slapped, kicked, or anything like that. If you got a woman, I got one, so I know. I'm relearning this shit. But, you know what I'm saying?
Women never forget being hog-tied. I'm telling you. That's something to stick with them. Stick with them.
How would you know a woman can beat you up unless she beats you up? That's something you won't know till it happens.
I'm really confident, like damn near bet my life on it, that it's not a woman out there that can fade me.
Send some UFC motherfuckers that twist you the fuck
Brittany
up.
Garner, whoop your ass.
Every best guy ever created.
Brittany Garner, whoop your ass.
Clarissa Shields will put tips on you.
Nigga, she not strong enough.
You'll be bopped.
What's the Kardashian man? He'll whoop your ass.
Yeah.
This that big bitch in the UFC. You don't want to see her, dog.
Cyborg and all that face.
Not Nunez, that big girl that they can't find nobody to fight her.
She look like she got extra arms behind her.
He said Craig on dope. I know some hoes.
See?
Well, tell the bitch to run up there, nigga. If you know a bitch that can whoop me, tell her to run up.
We got waivers at the front door.
I'll beat the dog. I love you, lady, but I ground a pound lady. She too small.
Layla
Ali.
Yeah, she too small.
Yeah, I'm a dumper and bedazzle her.
What about that?
Bitches respect you when you show them you can take some pussy from them for real. They be like, this motherfucker can get me.
Old school ground and pound.
What you got for us today, Todd?
Shit. All right, man. So Deshaun Watson, they gave him 6 games of suspension, but the NFL wants more. The NFL wants the full season. So after the judgment, the NFL came in and said, we want him actually to be out for the whole season, not just 6 games. He was Mr. Touchy-Feely, allegedly touchy-feely with a few people. He had a lot of counts of...
Sound like a damn snitch.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know how to report on his crime. There's a lot of misunderstandings going on.
I mean, I don't think he did nothing. He's just a lame.
Yeah.
He caught up with a whole bunch of bros talking bad about him. That's a lame.
Yeah, I agree.
How you got 25 bros talking bad about you? I mean, he beat all the cases, though.
Yeah.
That let you know they ain't talking about nothing.
Yeah.
But how you got 25 bitches out here against you, man?
Yeah, that's real speed.
That's when them motherfuckers don't know who he with.
Yeah.
He got to hang with me for about 3-4 years, and he'll learn how life really goes.
So why do you think the NFL is pushing for more time for him to be suspended?
Because he's black.
Well, yeah,
There it
that's
is. That's it.
The NFL is basically led by Caucasian nation. They kick motherfuckers out the league. It was a man who was a running back for Baltimore. He went through his trial and everything, and then through what people were saying, they kicked him out the league literally.
Right.
They literally married the woman. He got kicked out of the league for hitting the woman that married him. How do you make that right?
Right.
They just keep it low.
Wow. That's your woman. No, I ain't gonna say that.
No.
Every man in here done hit a woman before. Every man in there.
Not me, bro.
Nah.
You ain't never hit a girl.
Nah.
Now I didn't. Now look. I didn't. A girl done tried to hit me, and I done hit her with one of these blocks, and she went flying.
Oh, she went flying off the block.
She flew.
That's hitting the girl.
I blocked myself. It was self-defense.
I told y'all that.
Go with self-defense, whatever makes
Self-defense. Yeah, I told y'all that story where I lost that fight.
You lost the fight to
it
a
was
woman?
Set up, man. I was ambushed, man. You know what I'm saying? I was in the third grade.
You ever body slam?
You got that damn.
In the third grade.
Define yourself from that head.
I was in the third grade.
You ain't no black belt.
Sonny, you ever hit a woman?
No.
That's good. Body
You
slam?
ain't never hit a woman?
No.
He said body slam.
All light-skinned niggas done hit a woman.
For sure.
No way around it.
He just on his mama.
He got choked out.
He let his woman put on a strap and hit him.
Wow. Oh my
This
goodness.
stupid, Craig.
They let two studs run a train on him.
When do they stop?
What's the first thing he said when they was through?
They told him he was in training.
You happy now?
My man gonna be so upset.
I'm a survivor.
That's hilarious. If two studs with a strap hit him, when do they stop?
But it ain't no
You get
balls.
fatigued, I guess.
Balls are the brakes for sex, and God didn't put balls on bitches, so sex can last forever between two women.
Damn.
Non-stop. So yeah,
No, they get tired of looking at each other though, right?
possibly. What else you got for us?
In the NBA, man, today's big debate was Kobe Bryant. And which Kobe is your favorite Kobe? Number 8 or number 24?
Number 8 all day.
8 is a monster.
Yeah.
8 is the nigga that said publicly, I want to be better than Michael Jordan. He's the nigga that shot 3 air balls consecutively. And, you know, number 8 Kobe is that's
Number 8 Kobe, he'll take your ass.
That's 24 Kobe. That's 24 Kobe.
That's 24 Kobe.
24 Kobe.
No, that's
You
8
sure? That's 8 Kobe.
Is it?
Yeah.
He changed it after that.
He changed it after.
That's what I'm
Yeah, man.
When he was sitting up there next to this woman crying, talking about her ministry. I was like, don't do it, bro.
Shaq did it too.
R.I.P. to the God.
Yeah, that was the one he snitched on Shaq.
Like,
are you serious?
Y'all know all that in the pen? Y'all knew that was going on in the pen?
We got TVs in
We got TV. Let's see everything, bro.
Motherfucker got a TV in the cell. You watch the TV all day long.
Yeah.
You thought he came out looking for Sadell?
Did you know Theo was black when he was in the pen? Or
What Theo from
the beat?
Theo was Asian, man. I knew
Yeah,
that.
he knew that in the
He
pen.
was on the
That's
radio
crazy.
before I
I didn't even know on the outside.
I didn't know either. I know I found out. My brother used to be the nigga putting up all the stickers for them.
Right.
He used to work there, so I went
Used
to
to
the
be a janitor?
jam. No, he wasn't a janitor. Street team.
Oh, okay.
So we went to a thing one time. What's Robert Townsend's show?
Parenthood.
They had the cast from them and the dude that played Last Dragon.
Right.
It was all at something doing autographs. My brother, I went there and Theo got on the mic and I'm like, that ain't Theo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, that is. Okay, this all right.
That's why
What Theo?
Theo was before Big Boy was the
Biggest.
man.
He was the voice on
Theo was the
92.3
voice
The Beat.
for the radio in LA like Big Boy is now. Sounded like Barry White, but he was a Korean nigga. We didn't know.
He back on the radio now too.
We had no idea. And his slogan was no color lines. Like people would call in and be like, what does no color lines mean to you? So he was all about unity.
No color.
You know what I'm saying? And because he wasn't black and he was catering to
No
a black
cameras,
audience.
Can you do a Theo?
with no
Can you do
internet.
a Theo impression? You do a Theo?
Thank you for calling 92.3. That's how that nigga voice sound.
That sound again, Craig.
Thank you for calling
Man.
92.3 The Beat.
this Theo, welcome.
I was mad at DJ Quick for years over that because DJ Quick was up there every week playing
facts.
the song and never told us.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Sonny?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna talk about money and entertainment. So the first thing, your boy R. Kelly had $30,000 put on his books, and they confiscated $25,500
I seen that.
of the $30,000 that they gave.
Why?
How do y'all? I guess he had some other debts.
He put it.
But how do you feel about if somebody puts that money on your prison books and they take it? Do you feel like that's something that's justified? Even though he's a creep, but he's also one of the greatest songwriters of all time.
In the Constitution, it says that you are free except if duly convicted of a crime. So once you become convicted of a crime, you're no longer a person. You're actually the property of, you know, whatever state you live in. So if you commit a crime, you have no rights.
So 13th Amendment, you fine?
Did you?
13th Amendment, you fine on that one?
I mean,
they don't give a fuck.
Talk about it, bro. How do your rights change in jail? Like, how do things change for you? You can't just do what you want to do, right?
I mean, if you're a gangster, you're gonna do what you want to do. You don't give a damn about a rule. Straight up.
Well, Sonny ain't no gangster, so we'll be
doing everything. What else?
He's doing everything not to go
all down.
Sonny gonna walk in backwards.
You do have rights. They got a thing in
they got kick that nigga out. He don't want to go.
They got this,
R. Kelly is what happened when them Jews after you, boy. It's just everybody scared to say it. Once they after you, stuff like this happen.
Yeah.
They make you apologize. They make you do all kind of stuff. They own him. He lucky they didn't kill him because it's the music industry. They normally kill niggas.
So since we want to stay on air, I'm gonna switch the subject to the next story.
All right. Well, hold on.
Okay.
Aaron had an answer for us. My bad.
Well, as far as being a prisoner, incarcerated and whatnot, they do have a rule book called the Title 15, but that's just some straight bullshit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is how justice go in jail. If the cop do something to you, you gonna wait almost 6 months to a year before you can get your case heard by anybody. If you do something to a cop, everything is immediate.
Right.
You immediately get your ass beat. You immediately go to the hole. You immediately be in there.
Yeah, right.
Period.
That's a cold reality,
So
right?
they said we're gonna launch an investigation.
What else you got for us, Sonny?
All right, so I'm all for anybody finding extra ways to get money. So Chris Brown recently has been charging $1,000 during his meet and greets for people to take pictures with him. He's all these wild photos with his fans that pay $1,000, and people have been like crucifying him, crucifying the people that have paid the money. But I'm like, if you have an extra $1,000 disposable income to take a picture with somebody, you aren't the lame. The lame is the person that doesn't even have it. They couldn't even consider doing that in their lives.
I agree. Facts.
What people will do next to be next to famous people is amazing.
Yeah.
When we went, Wildin' Out went to Mexico back when I did that shit.
Right.
And Lil Jon and the dude from them Girls Gone Wild tapes.
Joe Francis.
Yeah. They had the girls in line. This is all the girls in the place. Stood in line for them to pour alcohol on them and say, "Get out of here, bitch." Lil Jon be like, "Get out of here, bitch." It was almost all the girls in there. I was like, motherfuckers is finna marry these whores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't shocked. Motherfuckers shit, $1,000 cheap. He could charge more than that and get it.
Yeah.
So he Chris Brown right now. Goddamn.
Yeah.
And he's having a great time. Like he's playing in. Like I seen him posing with everybody. There's a girl sitting on his knee. He's like
Be dudes with their girl and they sit on their knee.
Oh no, that's not for that.
That's what happens. Don't take your girl you don't know that good to go see no dude who real special.
It'll be over.
He gonna be outside looking for it.
Well, who would you be hesitant to introduce your woman to? You're like, man, he probably
when I used to be married, I would be hesitant to introduce my wife to Prince. She loved Prince. She loved Prince. When Prince died, I felt terrible, but I was like, the threat is over.
That's
I never said that before.
I can sleep peacefully tonight.
Right.
Oh shit. Who would you be scared to introduce your wife to, Ty?
Oh, the fake out pass.
There wasn't no more tickets. Because I act like I was gonna pass to Sonny and I pointed. You lied to her and say, "Wasn't no more tickets left to the concert."
No more tickets, man. We not gonna go see DJ Quick, man. Ain't no more tickets.
She love
man.
Quick?
She love Quick too much.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Sonny, who wouldn't you introduce your girl to? You're like, nah, man, this ain't gonna.
Oh man,
it might happen.
Nah. I think we're pretty good, though.
A dark-skinned nigga.
I'm not too worried of it.
Smokey Robinson.
I do okay. I mean, Smokey does have the eyes. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's about it.
Smokey don't want you, girl. He wants you. No, not Smokey Robinson. That was a joke. Smokey Robinson, the real one. I'm sorry. I got him confused with Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie will run the night with you, boy.
When you sense insecurity in a man, is it a red flag, or will you continue to mess with somebody who's completely insecure?
Oh, so just keeping it real depends on what level of the relationship we're in.
Right.
You feel me? Did I just meet you? Then you need to go because you're not going to make the cut. But now I've been dating you for a while. Now I notice there's a little malfunction. We're going to see if we can get past the insecurity. But if I notice that he's just an insecure person in general, it's a deal breaker because you got to love yourself, know who you are. And if you don't and you're insecure, then it's going to be a problem. You won't understand being with me if you're insecure.
What is the biggest insecurity you've dealt with in a man?
I remember I was dating someone, and when we would go places and people would look at me, say a man's looking, he'd be like, you knew they were going to do this. And he started like tripping out. That people I don't know. You knew they were going to do this. So strange. We didn't even leave the restaurant. And, I wasn't able to continue on with that relationship because that was kind of like over the top. At one point, we went to the store one time, and he was like, look at the ground. Don't you look at the salesperson? I'm like, something going on here. I can't really, you feel me? Even though I really cared about this person, they didn't act like that at first.
How tall was this dude?
About 5'8".
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man.
But it's a trip. He wasn't like that at first. As he began to get more and more into the relationship, then that's when that new position came in. You know what I'm saying? People change when they fall in love, or they get, their little insecurities may come out.
Man.
And I don't like
Little
that.
man complex.
That sounds crazy right
And
there.
I don't like that to leave that alone.
Hey, Craig.
That's wow. Look at the ground. Look at the ground.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, no, look at the ground. I swear.
That's the very reason I said I don't mess with nothing but dimes anyway. Because listen, if I go out with my woman,
Get it up.
if I go out with my woman and ain't nobody looking at her, she ain't finna be my woman no more. Straight up.
Facts.
I'm not finna be walking with nobody that ain't no other dude looking at like, damn, how the hell did he get her? Yeah, I want you thinking that. I need that on your mind when you walk away from me, because you ain't finna get this one.
Now I got a player question.
What's happening?
Since I'm the coldest player in the room, I know how I handle it, but I want to see the value of the niggas around me. So what I'm trying to say is this: if you with your broad and a nigga try to holler at her in front of you, do you say something?
No.
It's not even my job to
I'm
stop
not
it.
even. What do I need to say something?
She gonna stop it.
What do I need to say something to her for?
Because he jumped up like, hey.
No, he said, I'll say something to the dude or the girl.
Dude, I don't need to say nothing to him. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. And if he ain't trying to talk to my woman, I don't need to be with her.
Right.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, she's gonna tell him, no, my man's standing right here. I'm good, but I appreciate that.
Okay, what if we get the number?
You can't appreciate that.
That was my woman.
I appreciate
She wasn't my woman to begin with.
It's like we just gonna do business together. No, he owned a pet store. I want to buy goldfish.
You can't put my woman on a higher pedestal than I put her on. Yeah. Period. That's why I don't worry about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not there, me and my woman live in separate cities. I'm not there to spy on her. When I go to see her, we together. Right. When I leave, we leave. We two individuals, but when we together, that's my woman. I don't worry about her when I'm not around her. Right. If I had to, I wouldn't be with her.
Right. But if a nigga hollered at her right in your face, you're not gonna say nothing?
No, for what? I'm glad he doing it. If I got an ugly woman, ain't nobody talking to her.
Facts.
And I'm looking at me like, what you doing with her?
I'm not that player.
If I'm walking in the place and it's obvious I'm with this broad, and a motherfucker walk up and start talking to the broad,
y'all got matching outfits on. Y'all got matching outfits on.
Matching outfit.
Wait.
Let me holler at her right quick.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I might be like,
that's a problem.
I ain't gonna lie. I might be like, hey man, what you want? That's my way of saying you doing too much.
But Corey, what he said was, quote, on some player shit.
Right, but I get what you're saying, because I learned that out here in LA. I ain't gonna lie. In LA, niggas do it just like he said right there. But in the Midwest, it be gunfights. Because motherfuckers be already insecure. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That insecurity is not something you should take for granted, because niggas love bitches they met 20 minutes ago. So you gotta be careful out here when you motherfucking speaking to any woman that look like she with a nigga. I got a girl phone number in the grocery store while she was talking to this dude, but it was because she called me over there while she was talking to him.
Right.
And I just really was curious, like, what the fuck is this shit? I knew dude had just met her or whatever, but so I went over there and I was like, yeah, all right, fuck it, I did the shit. And you know what I said?
What?
I play, I'ma holler at you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got his number too?
Nah. He wasn't my type.
I'll let you later.
That's the cold nigga where he gets, you know. No, man. So me.
Yes.
What's the appropriate etiquette for a man that's with you if a nigga tries to holler at you while you out with him?
Well, for me, I'm going to try to simmer down the situation, because I don't even want my dude to be getting into it with some dude that's being disrespectful. So I'm going to try to handle it for him and say, this is my dude right here. You know,
that's all you got to say.
And that's it, because I don't really even want my dude getting into it with no suckers over nothing.
Right.
Like, I don't like this dude, and, you know, I'm not going to get with him. So I'm going to handle it. Because if I'm, you know, my dude is going to be a real one. So I don't need him to get no real stuff over nothing.
But the generation,
you know what I'm saying?
like, you know.
So you can do it?
No, listen to me. They used to say back in the day, a man would tell another man, oh, she's spoken for, brother. What's wrong with telling a nigga that man said Susan spoken for, brother? That's me. What's wrong with that?
Like somebody 1914.
What she say?
I don't think no.
What Mimi said is right. Mimi supposed to say, this is my man right here. Right. That's all she got to say. I take it from here.
Now, if he trying to press even more after that, that's a problem.
Yeah, and you know what? And then some dudes, no matter what you say, if they ignorant and they see it weak, they might just try to talk shit just on GP on anything you say. So it's kind of better to just let me handle it, and he can keep moving along.
After you told him what's up,
he should be gone.
I walked in a party with Bean Lawless and some girls, right?
You had them chains on?
Yeah. You had that shoestring on? You had that shoestring on? That platinum shoestring? You can't breathe right now. You are necklace, nigga.
You almost tapped out to your chains, nigga.
Nigga, your eyebrows are almost gone.
When you walk in the party, when you walk in the party,
bitches are done. We walking in the party. We walking with, I don't even know these girls that we walking in.
They made you in the backyard with the rest of the dogs.
Shut up, you white bitch. So look, we walking in with the girls. You white bitch. We walking in with the girls, right?
Why am I in the backyard?
Fuck you.com.
Did I come in the party? I was in the cookout.
Shut your sea-moss looking ass up, man. Fuck up. Like I was saying.
Who's this nigga cleaning himself? He licking himself in the party.
Two light bulbs. Three light bulbs speaking right now.
Gargoyle wings.
You
now go ahead. Use
dirty dick with a rope around it. Shut the fuck up. Like I was saying.
What? Checking for clean dick?
Yo, you sick, bro. Wow. Going too far.
Hey, man,
wow.
I
don't even know these girls. We walking in. Some nigga, drunk nigga, as soon as he see us, he thinking the girl that's walking next to B is with B. He walked right up to her. Hey, baby, what's up? Who you with? She like, nobody. He got disappointed.
She didn't claim you?
She wasn't there with me. I know her. This
is my service animal.
I'm walking into a party where it's a whole plethora of girls. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole plethora.
Walking into
my service monster.
Is that one of these big girls?
First slave. Corey was up. This nigga told on all the slaves back in the day, nigga. They're over there.
Mr. Boogeyman cousin.
My service boogeyman?
Niggas two niggas with camping shorts on.
Shit. Gremlin, I got it wet. That's like
Come on, Pops, go ahead.
Nigga don't bite.
I respect my elders, so go ahead.
Nigga don't bite. It's cool.
He's been defanged.
They defanged you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all niggas. So I'm barking at this party.
Y'all too old for me to finish the story.
They gonna drop all my venom, man. Them niggas.
Fuck y'all.
Shit. They don't trust me.
Hey, Craig, are there unknown signals that the woman could have been doing?
Of course.
To approach her?
Here's the thing, you can't change anatomy, you can't change biology. So even though your woman may not acknowledge with her mouth that she's attracted to somebody, a pheromone could jump off the pussy and jump on a player. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why you got to do what he said. You got to lift your woman on a higher pedestal than anybody. So the smell can't get to nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's natural biological signals I feel a woman can send that would attract a certain type of male, a dominant male, to take a shot. I don't feel like motherfuckers are just hollering for no reason. I think it's a chemical thing.
So you can let somebody holler at your girl while you standing there?
How you gonna stop a
sent off
motherfucker?
some chemicals, nigga?
How you gonna stop a nigga? You gonna holler at your girl?
Hey, nigga.
That's it. We went to the players' ball. Mimi was with us, and another young lady was with us. Now Mimi is like family. That's family. I got her back. She with me. She good. You know what I'm saying? The other girl was some, just a random broad that we picked up off the street. So I got her with us. As we walking through the players' ball, it's nothing but pimps in there.
Oh, so you the bitch? You the hoe?
No, you got it.
Fuck your story. Fuck you, nigga. Come on, get to it.
It's nothing but pimps.
So you walked in with a feather out.
It's nothing but pimps in the players' ball.
And you got a skirt and a wig on.
You choose.
Y'all niggas.
He's choosing. So look, I'm in the I'm in the players' ball. It's me, this other girl, I don't remember her name. And every 2 steps, a nigga was grabbing Mimi and grabbing the other.
Nigga was grabbing you every 2 steps?
No, Mimi.
Every little step I take.
Nigga was grabbing Mimi and grabbing the other chick. I'm talking about cornering them. I'm talking about hand on the wall, damn near making her head be in his chest. Oh, you choosing? Like everything was you choosing, bitch? So I went to Mimi and I said, Mimi, you want me to do something about it? She's like, nah, I got it. And she dealt with it on her own.
That's right.
So, but every woman ain't gonna be able to stand up like that.
Nah, real shit. They not.
That's the players' ball, though. And I'm talking about your woman, like your girl. You gonna let a nigga finish his whole little poem to your woman? No.
Nigga walking up to
you choosing, baby girl, you choosing. If she say no, I'm taking, and then the nigga keep going, I think at that point is when you step in, right?
Right, at that point.
Yeah, but I gotta let her fend for herself because
hey, my brother, she nerdy too.
She's not gonna be with you more than she's with you.
Right.
At least they ain't hollering at her because of that. They hollering at her to see who you are.
Right. Well, there we go on a deeper level.
Well,
You might go.
So they was hollering at them at the players' ball to holler at you?
Who's the little bitch out with?
Mimi, can you tap that brother right there for me?
Can you tap that white woman for me?
His feet big.
Homeboy in a new color t-shirt.
Only time you put a suit on is to go to a dog park and make friends.
You thought ACDC meant ass and dicks, nigga. Shut up.
There's 2 Rockwilders as your best friends. Like you take them everywhere you go and they ain't even your dogs, nigga. Your neighbor's dogs. You write letters to them.
You got dog soup in your cup.
I had one more question. I forgot. Oh, Snaps, what you got for us?
All right, man, let's get into some tree talk. All right, Georgia County reduces cannabis possession penalty to $35 a fine. So pretty much, the laws are still there, so where you can't walk around with, you can't have possession of cannabis down there. But now what they did was to prevent people from going to jail for it, they just made a $35 penalty. They said they were shooting for $1, but because of the taxes or whatnot, the lowest they can go is $35. So now if you get caught with weed in Georgia County, as opposed to locking people up for it, there you go, $35 a fine.
For real? So they good now? So now, man, because when I was smoking in Atlanta, niggas was like, you got to get inside, boy. You can't smell like slavery was going on. Like, man, chill out, bro.
But to me, that sounds like they're just going to nickel and dime everybody, and they're going to make all the money in the world because you're going to get a ticket. And you'd be like, all right.
Oh, they pulling up on everybody that got the gas. Oh,
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna
pulling up getting fines all day.
So you think that's going to increase people to smoke
They
openly?
gonna smoke comfortably now, bro.
Especially if you know I only got
niggas getting
$35.
years out there for crumbs, bro.
Yeah.
So I'd rather pay that fee than get years in prison for another week, bro.
Yeah. When you get charged with something, what I don't understand is if you can pay it, why you still got to do the time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Why is it a charge then? To call it something else, because the charge is, to me, I think monetary. Something monetary. Am I thinking wrong, Aaron?
Nah, because they're gonna generate revenue off of it. Like I said, they're gonna nickel and dime people. People gonna have mad tickets. You know how you get parking tickets? You're just gonna have mad weed tickets. And you're gonna pay 35, 35, 35, 35. And then when it goes past the 30 days or 60 days or whatever, it's gonna be like 100, $120. And they're just gonna make the money that way.
Shit.
All law enforcement does is generate revenue. They don't. When does a police officer stop the crime in your lifetime? They don't stop crime. They generate fucking revenue. It's all about money. Everything's about money all the time.
Like I said, a courtroom is a mistake bank, and the prison is where they make their deposits. We cargo, man. Talk, Aaron. Do you know how much the state of California generated off of your incarceration yearly while you was down?
Somewhere around $80,000 a year.
$80,000 a year. What's 80,000 times 26?
Don't nobody.
That's a lot of motherfucking
Come on,
money.
Thomas guy, you supposed to know.
You just ain't math class.
You got the glasses. You got the glasses of Back to the Future. Then you
I'm
supposed
just
to know
wearing
everything.
glasses. Damn that.
Yeah, but anyway.
But my question on that was, if they was going to lower the penalty to $1, why don't they just legalize it? What's the point?
Because they can't make money. I just make the point. It's about revenue. Money for this, for that, for this, for that. And on top of that, now you have a charge that's associated with your name. Now you have this that's attached to your name. So when they decide to go ahead and fucking pull the lever, they got you. You're already on the books. How's everybody so stupid all the time? God damn. Like,
That's
that's
why they don't let girls sell pussy, because they would be rich.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They lock you up for selling pussy.
Hey, when they first changed the shit, 'cause remember when all the chicks became millionaires like over the pandemic with OnlyFans and shit? All of a sudden they tried to change the rules. They're like, oh, we can't tax the pussy the way that we need to.
Right.
And all of a sudden everything changed. Everything is about money or receipts.
Well, everything don't change.
Allowed, by the way. That does not mean I'm wrong.
You sound angry, bro. You sound a little angry, bro.
You said everything changed. Everything don't change. Notch had that shirt on 2 days ago. That nigga ain't changed. Everything don't change.
You had that glue in your hair, that spray in your hair for 2 days, nigga. Magician spray.
Hey, we gonna go.
What about the revenue?
Go ahead.
What about the revenue of bringing if you did legalize it though? The revenue
But
that
they
is bringing
still-
it for the people that are going to go spend money to invest.
So they
You know what I'm saying?
decriminalize a lot of stuff, right?
Right.
Explain what that means. 'Cause
that means that you don't necessarily have to be convicted or anything like that. They don't have to go through the court proceedings, this and other, but they can still fine you. You have to register for licenses and trademarks and rent property and this, that, and the other. You're renting cars to transport the stuff. It's money, it's money, it's money, it's money, it's money, it's money. And if I can extend the money, why the fuck would I shorten the stream? You're not gonna shorten the fucking stream. Make the money, make the fucking money, and make the fucking money.
every time he say fucking, a little bit of his mustache fall off. It's like a little.
It's all in this motherfucker. It's all in the cup. Hours ago. It was right before.
If that nigga say 4 more fucks, he ain't gonna have no mustache. Go ahead.
That nigga Sonny.
Tom, tell you check your shit.
Oh, check my shit.
That nigga Sonny.
I ain't even got my phone. He got it.
Bracelets was blowing.
We're gonna go to a commercial break. We're gonna play the last album I dropped, Chill. The Chill Never Withers. We'll be back in a few seconds. We're cutting to a commercial break.
And since all gold comes from an asteroid, this is the great bombardment of large men. I'm big, fresh, no guess, like I broom the room key. I know it, and stay around white like Coonsby. A poet in a glass, been a blast, it's spinning with center gas. About to doubt you, and route to out you. But I have nothing to hide. Offered a prostitute a ride, cause I was feeling obliged. What we have is a granddaughter too good for her grandfathers. Committed a manslaughter and murdered the hand taught her. That bitch called life, that piss poor wife. Be here when everything is cool, but gone when ain't shit right. Jumped in the pool with a cigarette and a stick won't light. The chill never withers. Whoever said life ain't great, I paid $1 million times for one mistake, and that's my plate. Label me a chauvinist, cause I treat women like people. If that's my equal, take this mask and gloves and do exactly what they ask of us. Queen, I am not a king and we are not nobility. No imaginary friends, no fake tranquility. Only goal is to survive and you are not my enemy. And when I take a gander at your standards, it's based on them. Over there, your hope and the same people we talk to use soap. They used to hang us by a rope. Lost sight of what's right, now you're praying to a pope. And it's a God right here and we are one and the same. Thank them for my contribution, one in my brain. Just a nigga with a pistol willing to die for you. With my faith doing the sin that your eyes should do. I'm bleeding on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. I'm bleeding on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. Friends separate from difference of opinion, cause every man wants some dominion over endings. The homies getting preachy. He started quoting Malcolm X and Nietzsche. He started saying shit like he could teach me. But I love it when we rock, cause Dunny is my eye, but his mind is Jumbo Jack, cause it is out the box and I'm comfortable. Relaxed in my recliner, stick to norms like the diner till this shit came out of China. It made us all nervous. Is this shit urgent? Or do y'all just not want to pay the baby boomers for their service? Here are my conspiracy blinds, if fear of mine is never 9. Me too is cocked back and I'm gleeful. And happy to be here like when shit is free here. Rudolph raised around people cause I don't see here. Or feel the sentiments. You're either here for that smoke or in defensive. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through. I'm leaning on my spear, a soldier, fuck the fear. We gon' make it through, the God in you is here. We gon' make it through, we gon' make it through. Me and you, we gon' make it through.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
You're beautiful.
Zombie on the track.
Hey, Zio. Hey, wait. Hey, first, y'all gon' make me put a nigga on a shirt. Bitch, when zombie pull up Rolls Royce, that's a hearse. Now I'm the bad guy when that energy return. Wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice guys finish first. Yeah, I got my karma really hitting different. I got good dick and do better business. I get bands front end of my percentage. Send an email to my lawyer, don't hit me back till it's finished, yeah. Bands in my pocket, busting. Out in London, getting top from the up queen. Nasty nigga, but the flow is more disgusting. Put a honeycomb setting in my bottom and my front teeth. And these boys said that I fell off. I'd rather lose it than not get that shit at all. Fuck nigga, they first ain't seen me turn into a boss. Can a nigga say he put me on and kept me on this long? Down, Julio got my body hot. I'm out in Houston, but I still flew in the thotty thought. Checked in the Aloft already, want a body rock. She get the trip and I book a flight, then I spin the block. Hey, she thinks she important, calling me my first name. Yeah, it's dollar bill, players club diamonds and chain. Put on for my city like I'm Jeezy Kanye. With the gang, all work, no play, business first. Y'all gon' make me put a nigga on a shirt. Bitch when zombie pull up, Rolls Royce, that's a hearse. Now I'm the bad guy when that energy return. Wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice guys finish first. Y'all gon' make me put a nigga on a shirt. Bitch when zombie pull up, Rolls Royce, that's a hearse. Now I'm the bad guy when that energy return. Wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, nice guys finish first. I think I'ma be single forever. The lifestyle that I'm living feel way better. I wear shiny jackets like I'm.
The chill never with us. That's a thing. It's niggas all around me. Few of them lifeguards that probably wanna drown me. Watch me swim. I bet on missions. Not that I gamble on shambles, but we know bitches. Yeah, we know bitches. She be with me, him and her, and drug dealers selling that funny white. You know that real Bill Burr. Foil me with loyalty, still kill purr. Get your bell rung, you held on to Fleetfield fur. I don't know who loves me, I just know who shoves me, and who won't plug me, cause it'll be too lovely and evil's first. I'm at a bar as my avatar, cause even in the metaverse, I'm still a star. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. Her mentality was leopardess. She might have been a Methodist girl, cause she was waiting on God to come back and he was here. Reality is effortless, it's coded in the messages, Earl. It's plenty of fish pulling people in poles off the pier. We're no longer the hunted, it's really about who wants it. Who wants what, we want more. Fuck the dumb shit clear. I'll be at a bar as my avatar, playing Galaga, using bitcoins to buy beer. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need the key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. I'm digital cool, I'm into the moon. Bought some property on open sea, passwords don't need a key. Bloggers become hackers, decentralizing factor. My money got my face on NFT. Politicking happens. I really don't agree. I should be in charge. She's always late. 3:15. A nigga didn't grow up around here. I'm a fraternity brother, you know. What about me? Yeah, cheesing and talking, campaigning and balking, but ain't doing no walking. Believe in Christ and you can believe in it twice. But we all take the same gambles, watch when you leaving your dice. Rumors included, they get motion sick when you doing the moving. Jump ship, chump lips, see the Buddhist influence. Nigga, you right. Zen out and forget how to fight. But these politicians ticking with a venomous bite. Bitch, I'm the one. Type of confidence you get from a gun. The empowerment a father would give to a son for living his life. They must pay, so give them a prize. To keep the politicians ticking, walking on eyes. Nigga, you know what I did? How'd you know? Who told you the story? How'd it go? I heard they said you did. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you in. Politic is ticking. With nothing to offer, is you on that altar. I heard they said you did. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you. Politic is ticking. Look, man, nigga, look. This is exactly what I heard. You down to your last dollar. You hate it cause he had more. Call a politic on they bullshit and they'll say it's cause he's poor. Yeah, I'm poor. A cup full of it, bullet to bullet. Establish my parameters too clean for you janitors. The damages of amicus degree to you scavengers. You think you the law, a dog with them stories. So give me your paw and roll for your master. The code is Nigga, you know what I did? How'd you know? Who told you the story? How'd it go? I heard they said you did. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you in. Politic is ticking. With nothing to offer, it's you on that altar. I heard they said you. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you. Politic is ticking. Look, man, nigga, look. This is exactly what I heard. They say the chain is fake. You acted light skinned. Check if the armor work. Protects from light wind. Close friend shots. And next to kin. Gold digging whores. And Mexicans. Shit you know, but never thought you knew. Like where to stick it. And who it brought you to. There's a motive there. Better find it out. Or be in snake stomach. Cause you the blinded mouth. You know what I did? How'd you know? Who told you the story? How'd it go? I heard they said you did. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you in. Politic is ticking. With nothing to offer, it's you on that altar. I heard they said you. Politic is ticking. Where he from? They said you did. Politic is ticking. You dumb, she led you. Politic is ticking. Look, man, nigga, look. This is exactly what I heard.
Buy your Toto washlet today.
Your father.
Oh, don't crowd on the set, niggas. We back on. Man, we got a special guest today, man. He kind of looked like Fetty Wap a little bit. Just a little tiny bit, man. Give it up. For Mike, wow.
Mike Zombie, you already know what time.
Mike Zombie, my bad.
I know my brother's fried.
Mike, hold on, you got a tattoo on your palm. I ain't never seen that. Oh, world. It's a basketball?
It's the world.
You know, your head print make it look like a basketball.
No, facts.
Where you from, bro?
Jersey, Willenboro.
Oh, man, okay. New Jersey, man.
Yes,
New
sir.
Jersey. To all you musical cats out there, if you want to be a guest on the show, go to thekraigsmith.com. Fill out the contact info. Somebody will holler back at you. Eventually, we'll be playing independent artists, music videos. So if you want to be featured and you want some of the top people in the industry to see your work, holler at me. We got you. All right, so Mike Zombie.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck is the zombie all about?
Back in the day, so like in high school, like I got diagnosed with ADHD. So I used to take medicine and shit. So when I used to go to school, I wouldn't talk to nobody type shit. And then it came out like the zombie type shit.
Yeah.
Just threw a mic in front of it, and then I don't take that shit no more. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
damn, okay. So what kind of music do you do?
Shit, everything but country.
Oh, so are you a producer or what exactly is your functionality?
Artist too. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So you work with Knots sometime.
We haven't got no work in. That's crazy.
We ain't work yet.
Yeah,
there's a lot of my real homies. We don't work yet. Like they don't even be on purpose. We just be like, nigga, we ain't worked on the song.
Yeah, we gonna work on it.
Don't work on the song though.
As soon as you get that flea collar on.
Hey man, as soon as you
nigga.
always something on somebody's neck, and you got that damn.
I be itching when I be around.
Twisted,
I don't know why.
that twisted dookie chain on your neck, nigga.
What jumped off Knots and Piston? My whole arm is no. Okay. So Mrs. Zombie, so you said you do everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about you individually as an artist. Like, who are you as an artist?
Shit, a performance turned up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm very personal in my bars. You know what I mean? I like to make motivation music. like my single Triumph is just like sound like some shit you wake up to, you know what I mean, to get the day started type shit. So yeah.
Who inspires you? What artists, when you hear their music or just even the thought of them, you're like, man, that nigga's the bar. I gotta get there.
Wayne, for sure.
Lil Wayne?
Hell yeah.
Okay, what is it about Wayne?
What isn't? Like, I don't know, he just like, he's still going crazy. The nigga been doing this shit since he was 13 years old, you feel what I'm saying? At a high level, you feel what I'm saying? He was like 15 on Back That Ass Up. Like, he 39. That shit is crazy.
Okay, so Wayne. So what do you think are the similarities that you are parallels between you and Wayne? Like, where's y'all connection musically?
Shit, he the first person that like made me want to get dreadlocks. You feel what I'm saying? Tattoos. His bars, his punchlines, like energy on the stage. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you got bars too?
For sure.
Let me get a 16, man.
Oh. Right now?
Hey. Ty been telling me he want to battle you, but I'm like, nah. That's not gonna happen.
Give me a second.
That's crazy.
I got time. Let's give him a beat. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it, sis, nigga.
What the hell is that?
What are you about to do?
Oh no. What's this? This sounds like some other.
What the fuck is that?
Nigga, just throw me off. Hey.
Oh, there you go.
We get a little session. We all gonna
Snoop shit.
Hey, bitch. I'd rather give you my best.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna go first, Todd?
Oh man. If I go first, you might not want that. I might start talking about the nigga with the now later hat.
Todd.
Oh, back on me. Niggas throwing shit. We out there just
on rhythm.
Niggas littering. We on rhythm. We out there. Ain't gonna get them.
Hey.
Craig Fax and the crew on the show.
Hey.
Gonna keep you laughing some more.
Hey, Zombie, it's the dead man. Got me sitting next to Milk Dud headband. Yeah, it's the red man. Yeah, I heard what I said, man. Nice guys finish first, never last. I'ma get the cash, put it in the stash. Hey,
yeah. What you got for us, Sonny?
Oh wait, I was gonna jump in this. Hey,
all right, Sonny.
It's your man, son, Licious, dude, vicious, only fuck with chicks like the cook, suck dick and do dishes, love Russian, ain't no need for discussion, cause someone's doing last year, we just gotta touch, hey.
What in the Will Smith was that?
I don't know. You guys can call me, I'm drinking. I'm sorry.
Hey, right on with the bad sir.
I'm sorry.
Women got bored.
Hey.
If you don't listen to Craig Facts, your ass is whack.
You the producer, nigga.
Start. Oh, you gonna leave Snapshot?
Damn, that's fucked up.
Nigga, hands got tired when Snaps was playing.
He writes more.
Craig Facts, he got on yellow. Back in the day, we called him Pac-Man. Big Snap, I'm here. You know I'm the man. My nigga got a tattoo right on his hand. Like me, I got the whole world right in my hand. Y'all niggas out here, y'all niggas upstairs. Watch Craig Facts here, and I know that y'all fan. Listen up, y'all. You know we do what we can. All the topics is big. Everything. I don't know, nigga. I'ma stop it. I'ma keep the shit going. I like when they go notch on the beat. Keep going. What's up?
So you said the single was called what?
Triumphant, amongst others.
Huh?
You wasn't gonna rap?
Oh, I'm supposed to rap. I'm hosting this shit.
I'm hosting this shit.
Oh, man. You want me to rap?
I said keep going. He stopped.
The Chill Never Withers is out right now.
Chill Never Withers is out.
Right now.
I got
Buy
Go get it.
See, his hands tired. So
it. But you never.
you got a single out right now.
Yeah, I got a couple. Nice Guys finished first, Triumphant, and another one called Juice Man.
Nice Guys finished first.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
The saying always goes, nice guys finish last, and I just feel like in this industry, like people like feel like they gotta do dirty shit and like slimy shit to get ahead, and I feel like the way my career been going, I ain't have to do none of that shit. You know,
dirty shit that's been done to you in the industry. We like
that's the crazy part. I don't do the dirty shit to other people, so that shit don't happen to me. I've heard horror stories, bro. Like
bitches who can't like drop their music because they nigga won't fuck them. Like, it's like stuck in contracts type shit. Signing shit just.
So you say you're doing well in music.
Yeah.
So did you join the Illuminati?
That shit ain't real. That's just Bezos in there.
Yeah, okay. Because a lot of people think in order to make it, you got to join some other shit.
How supportive have your parents been?
Shit, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be here for sure. Yeah, she bought me my first program, FL Studios. I was on that motherfucker just going crazy.
How old are you?
30.
Okay, you first made a beat at what age?
13.
How long did it take you to get to the point where you can make dope shit?
5 years. Like at 18.
So up until 18 you was boo-boo.
Booty cheeks. Really? My nigga from back home, he was like, man, your beats used to sound like shit wrestlers walk out to. Coming to the ring! For real. But shit.
That shit's fire.
Repetition, you feel what I'm saying? Repetition.
So what do you think did it? I know it's repetition, but there has to be a beat that you made where you were like, oh, that's how.
So it was really like, I used to go on YouTube and I used to like go to like beat remakes and I would like remake other beats. And then after a while, I'd be like, all right, knowing how to make the other ones, I would just like learn how to do my shit. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? YouTube University, man.
So when you became a dope music, let's just talk production, because you already said Wayne is a nigga rhyming wise. But production wise, because you produce too, right? Yeah. Once you became nice, what nigga did that make you respect more? Because I know in comedy, it's certain comedians who, before I became a comedian, I thought they was corny. I couldn't quite understand why motherfuckers
or thought this shit was easy.
Right, and then you get into it, you're like, oh, Chappelle is a genius. Oh, Corey Holcomb, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who did you respect more once you became great at your craft?
I would say Kanye for sure, Timbaland, Dre, Swiss. Yeah, I would say them for sure.
Is there anyone from Jersey, like say, like Joe Budden, Redman, fucking Freeway, anybody like that? Is there anybody?
Freeway's from Philly.
I'm sorry. But is there anybody there that's kind of like giving you at least a nod? Like,
oh yeah, Joe Budden, the homie. Like we got a song together type shit. Yeah, I mean,
you got a song with retired Joe Budden?
Yo, he don't want to put it out, but there is a song with me and Joe Budden going crazy. A-Rap Music produced it. But yeah, Joe the homie.
A-Rap, that's the homie.
Yeah, he's fire as fuck.
Yeah, A-Rap. A-Rap done been out here a couple times messing with the homies. That little nigga will go anywhere. He got the bread, he'll show up at the bottom of a boat. A-Rap is a real hustler. What the fuck?
Bottom of a boat.
You know it's a real place.
With an ASR, hitting that shit hard.
At C Studio. Armady Studio. No, okay.
Pirate Cove Studios.
Hey, who have you worked with that was just like hella impressive in the studio? You was like, this nigga's work ethic is
The
fucking
game,
crazy.
bro. The game. I've never met anybody that works as hard as that man, bro.
Facts.
Really?
Yeah. I got something on his album. His album dropping Friday. Dramatic. This nigga will go in the studio, bro, and record like 4 finished songs. You feel what I'm saying? Then come back, do it again for a fucking month and a half straight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This nigga, I seen him go in the studio, down a gallon of Henny to the face, go in the booth, and rap on an Ed Sheeran song. I was like, what's wrong with this nigga, dog?
That sounds really irresponsible.
He been there. He know, bro. My boy know. Like, his studio sessions is wild, and it's a full blown. Oh yeah, he be there. Full blown party, my nigga, and this nigga just in there rapping.
Full blown party every time.
Full blown party.
Let me ask you this question, because I always thought that. So, Game always comes across as like a music maker, like somebody who understands. Like, I need to just make this music.
Mm-hmm.
And is it really like that, where how he just knocking shit out?
Yeah, that, and he's very particular about his sound and what he want. You feel
You're
what I'm
right,
saying?
Todd?
No,
he asked the same exact
same question.
That's the only way I knew how to get out of that. I knew it was going that way.
Tell me more about what you're saying.
So does the game work?
Same thing that you just said. When I asked you
I fucking said that.
give me the same damn answer that you said before.
Game working. Does it work hard?
It's just not what you have.
Is it really a game with the game or is it serious?
What is it true?
I'm trying to signal to the nigga.
Real first name is Milton.
Exact same shit.
Milton Brown.
That's
There's
funny.
nothing I can do about that.
That's definitely a good thing to hear,
Don't
man.
touch that cup no more.
Because to me, in my opinion, I don't know the game, right? But to me, besides Wayne, he's the most improved rapper in the history of hip hop. Because when he first started, he was cool. And then something happened, nigga, and he turned into a lyrical monster.
Yeah, the boy crazy. His
Once he
album.
stopped name dropping and believed that he could actually rap.
Hey, this album, I promise you, this album is going crazy, bro. Like no bullshit. Like fuck the annex and all the other shit. The album sounds beautiful, bro. 30 songs.
He got some crazy shit on there.
Right.
He got some crazy shit on there.
Crazy shit on there.
And some remakes that y'all gonna be like,
The remake that I did on that motherfucker is
oh,
crazy.
insane.
You work with Kanye?
Insane.
That's the only person that I haven't worked with out of my top 5.
So who's your top 5?
Drake, Jay, Ye, Eminem, Wayne.
Drake, Dre, Ye, Eminem, Gang.
And that's in order?
Nah, it's no order.
Dre. Okay, so all I hear about Dr. Dre.
No, Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, equal. Jay-Z. Okay, so how did you get to work with Jay and what happened?
So I did a song in 2015 called They Don't Love You No More with Jay-Z, Meek Mill, French Montana, and Rick Ross. And Khaled had reached out. He wanted a beat that was gonna fuck the club up. I had did it, and then I had seen a producer out here Grammy weekend, and he had bought 2 beats, but I didn't know.
I heard Khaled be musty. Is that true?
I don't know nothing about that.
That's what not true.
You just didn't.
I didn't tell you that.
Not niggas be musty sometimes.
That's my first time hearing
I
that.
didn't tell you Khaled be musty,
Different
man.
type of deodorant than us.
Not be sniffing.
Just say it's fat. That's all I said.
But go ahead, back to Khaled.
So yeah, he had bought 2 beats and shit, and then I never got the chance to hear it. And then I came out here for Grammy Week. I had met this other producer, right? His name Reezy Renegade. Shout out to him. And then I was like, he was like, yo, you got to join with French and Meek. I'm like, oh, word. And I was like, all right, that's a bet. I didn't hear it. So fast forward, they posted the cover art on Instagram, and I see the names. I'm like, damn, that shit stacked. And I hit my boy. I'm like, yo, who produced this? He was like, Zombie on the track. I was like, oh shit. Got Jay-Z on there, everything. You feel what I'm saying? Flex about to premiere the shit. I'm like, he played like the first couple seconds. I hear my tag. I'm like, oh shit, I got Jay-Z on my shit.
Yeah.
So I found out through Funk Flex playing the shit on Hot 97.
Paper was crazy.
Fucking dope.
Yeah.
Okay, Paper was crazy. So anything, Jay, that's life changing.
Yeah.
So what did that do to what you charged niggas after you had Jay-Z on
It's
the
always
track?
up. It's always
Really?
up. Yes, for
Today's
sure.
price.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I worked with a lot of people. I did some shit for the Olympics last year.
Damn.
Right.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah, damn.
I think he bought that pink hat. He had that bread. Bro.
Pink hat money.
He got bread. He got real bread. So what inspired the nails? What made you go that way with the nails?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just started doing this shit like February. It's like some self-care shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been going to therapy and shit, so you know what I mean? She tell me to go out and get your shit done, you know what I mean? And it's just some player shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Not pimping, man. He's
Yeah.
playing shit for real, man. So let's talk about this, man. So you got the song with Jay. Did you ever get to meet Jay?
Nah, I haven't got a chance to meet him.
Okay, so you get a big check from that. Was that your first big check in the game?
Nah, my first check was like 2013 when I got signed to Drake's publishing company under Sony ATV. And they was like, yeah, we just gonna shoot you over something, you know what I'm saying?
So you just thought something.
I'm like,
but you didn't know what it was gonna
be. At this point, I never had more than $1,000 in my account. So.
Okay, cool. So you waiting on something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then the bread hit. You go to the bank. Or you how'd you check the balance?
It's the Bank of America app, and they had sent the bread. It was 5 bands. I'm like, damn, nigga, it's up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga went looking for a house. Like, put 3,800 down. And take 600 buy me a little dog. And
yeah, bro.
350 on furniture. And I'm good.
Nah, for real, it was up.
Drake only gave you 5?
Nah, that was just an initial thing.
Okay.
So I had produced started from the bottom, you feel what I'm saying? So the advance
Started from the bottom down here. I'm like, I know I heard started from the bottom down there. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the advance that they gave me got recouped like the first check, you feel what I'm saying? So I never owed them nothing. Like,
Right. Wow, starting from the bottom. So did you make that with Drake in mind, or you made that and he chose that beat?
I made it and he chose that beat. But the thing is, like, when I made that beat, I was in college, you feel what I'm saying? I was like giving free beats to niggas, like just trying to get my shit out there. At that specific beat, I was like, nah, you can't have this one. There's something special about this. You know what I'm saying? And I emailed the nigga like 5 o'clock in the morning one day. And then my homeboy.
You emailed Drake at 5 in the morning with the beat?
Yeah, this is when I was in school and shit. I was on academic
How'd you get the
probation.
nigga's email?
My nigga hollered at Don, so I don't know if y'all familiar with battle rap.
Nigga, what? He was on my show like a year ago.
For real, like that's my nigga. Like,
yeah, he a
nigga.
legend.
If it wasn't for him too, and also my mom, I wouldn't be here because that's what happened. So he gave me his email, and then I've been emailing all year. You feel what I'm saying? And then it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, man, something got to shake. You feel what I'm saying? So I emailed the shit, and then I left my number in there. So he texted me. He like, yo, who's Mike Zombie? This Drake. I like the beats. I'm like, oh shit.
It was really Drake.
It was him.
You still got the email?
Yeah. He don't got it no more though.
Yeah.
Like, but you know what I'm saying? That
You
nigga
need to print that and frame
Yeah, for
sell
sure.
that shit, man.
Yeah,
That's
for
some
sure.
legacy shit. I need to be hanging in your office.
Yeah, oh God. But,
the fuck you thought?
Yeah, and then the next day I called Hollow. I was like, who the fuck playing on my phone? You feel what I'm saying? And then he was like, nah, that's how he texts. And then the nigga called me. You feel what I'm saying? Was like, yo, I'm gonna fly you out. I want to sign you. You feel what I'm saying? Next month, I packed my shit up, went back home, said fuck school.
You was still in high school?
Nah, this was college.
What college did you go to?
Full Sail University.
Full State?
Full Sail. It was like an art school.
Oh, so a car salesman school.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how you get all the money out the cousin.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I packed my shit up, told my guidance counselor I'm fucking out, and then went back to Jersey. They flew me out, signed a deal, and shit was up.
So wait, you went to Full Sail, so you were an engineer as well?
I can engineer, but I went to school for art, like digital art and design.
Okay.
Wow, so this whole NFT thing is easy
manifesting.
for you. Yeah, that's wild. Damn, so Drake, man, I fuck with Drake heavy, man. Yeah. So I'd like to hear that he's taking niggas from the bottom and bringing them here. Because a lot of these niggas be selfish. What's the most selfish experience you've had in the business? Where you're like, that's a selfish nigga. I can't believe, wow.
I don't know, bro. I can't really think of one like off top like that.
Yeah, good. That's good. Okay.
Can I get some poppies?
That's right, Poppy.
Support black businesses, people.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, brother.
I'm over here drinking out. I love it.
Get you fucked up.
So what did that do?
Right.
So what did starting from the bottom do to the type of, how did that elevate you and change the type of women that you had access to?
Still have access to? Yeah, man, shit got different. Mind you, I was like 20, you feel what I'm saying? So like, got to double back high school crushes type shit, you feel what I'm saying?
Gotta get them.
Gotta get my lick back, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is a real hero right here.
Yeah, like,
And then we went back and fuck 9 teachers. Pay off the student loans, man. I got you, bitch. Just give us some pussy.
Yeah,
I want to fuck you in the classroom on my own desk.
I went back and did that. I went back and remixed and went
Did you?
Hey, man.
To the teachers?
One teacher.
Not a teacher. I ain't get a teacher.
The shop teacher.
I'm guilty.
Gym teacher.
Science teacher.
Okay, so we worked with Drake at 18. You were 18 when you worked with Drake, right?
20.
20. So you sent that email. He answered. A month later, you got a deal. You got a little advance. You got some paper. Who was the next artist in your top 5 that you actually worked with after that?
After Drake, it was Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we know the Jay-Z story. So
Yeah, and then after that, what came next? Game. I did a song with I produced a song for Game, and he put Wayne on there, and that's another real nigga story. I'm gonna tell about that nigga. So, when I met him in 2018, I was just making a beat. You feel what I'm saying? He's a fucking animal in the studio, so I'm thinking this nigga sleep. He in the back, whatever. I take off my headphones. He like, hey, what's that? I'm like, some shit. He like, play it out loud. I'm like, all right, bet. This nigga go in there and do a hook, come out. It's like 4 a.m. He's like, I'm gonna come back to it. He's like, I'm gonna throw Wayne on this shit. I was like, yeah, nigga, you lying, whatever. So we leave. Couple months pass, you feel what I'm saying? I had sent him like a song or whatever, and then he was like, this shit hard. He's like, can I use it for the album? I was like, for sure, you gotta let me drive the Lamborghini though, fucking around, right? He was like, I'm gonna do you one better. Nigga sent me a link to the song, and it's Wayne on that bitch. I'm like, oh shit. You feel what I'm saying? He really did that shit, you feel what I'm saying? So that's when that happened. That's a real nigga right there, bro. Right. For real.
Man, shout out to the gang. Hopefully I meet you one day. Man.
I could
pull up with us.
Yeah, the studio is like
my studio used to be the next room to game.
Yeah.
Like that's how I met him when my room used to be right here. You walk out 4 steps, gang room right here.
Oh wow.
Our door, we leaving our doors
That
open.
nigga's probably at the studio right now, no bullshit.
Yeah, he always
He a workaholic.
What?
What's the coldest knockouts you've seen in the studio? Because I know Game be sleeping niggas.
What you talking about? Fight?
Yeah, I know Game.
I ain't gonna lie, some sessions do be getting wild in that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some niggas, because you know, it's like a party. Some niggas, like he be saying, just doing too fucking much.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drunk. Talking over the nigga while he trying to rap, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a big nigga too, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
he don't like his studio sessions be smooth though. But
bunch of ladies there, you feel what I'm saying?
I seen him get mad because one producer is Duke. Duke never get mad.
Oh, you was there when that shit happened?
There.
Yeah.
Duke never get mad. Everybody know Duke so smooth. Duke is like our mental health person. right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, he
get us right with all the sea balls, everything. Like that, he that type of
vegan,
thing, right?
You feel what I'm saying?
So Duke, you hear Duke like, I'm standing next to Duke and the other dumbass is standing right here.
Well,
and
he
say
remain
to
nameless.
Duke, everybody know how dope Duke is. He gonna tell him, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, he just over his shoulder like this, like.
And like Duke, like nigga,
He like, hey man, get up off my
say
shoulder.
it again, like that ain't gonna work. So Duke like, nigga, I'm tired of you fucking with me, bro. Like, so everybody looking cause Duke don't get mad.
Right.
Gang kicked this nigga out the studio. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name, you know. But he kicked the nigga out the studio, but he thought he could go into the lobby. No. You know, me and a couple other niggas, we was go out there like, hey bro, he said leave, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. Cause like you fucking up the vibe, bro. I barely, you know, come through there, but when I go through there, bro, I know it's gonna be good vibes. You know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna be making something classic. I just go to get my good energy, you know what I'm saying? If they ask me for something cool. But I'm just pulling up to get a good vibes, bro. And when you see somebody in there fucking up the vibe, when it's always good vibes, like nigga, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you gotta go, man.
I'm gonna assist you to get out of here. I'm not even, you know.
Y'all got a Jazzy Jeff the nigga. What's a young artist you believe in? Where you like, everybody need to know about this young artist. Their music is incredible, and I feel like you should pay attention to them.
Damn, what's the nigga name? Kenny Mason. Is that his name? The nigga that's on the Dreamville joint? Yeah, he fire.
He's a rapper?
Fire. Yeah, he a rapper. He crazy. Crazy.
Kenny Mason.
Yeah, Kenny Mason.
Shout out to Kenny Mason. Come on the show, man.
Have you ever lied about an artist being dope?
For the bread. Shade, this shit is incredible.
He's fire. You gotta check him out. It's amazing. You
never
even heard the Baby Bash.
I go by saying that my mama told me if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So if I ain't fucking with it, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you ask me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, I'm asking.
I tell niggas.
Who? That like trash?
Yeah.
That I consider trash. Music is subjective. You see what I'm saying? So that I feel like it's trash. Silk the Shocker.
Dude, shit.
Silk the Shocker? Yeah.
He just be off.
Because he can't rap on beat, though.
Yeah, he be off.
So everybody knows Silk the Shocker can't rap on beat. I hate to break it, bro.
So I'm saying.
That's no hate on Silk. I'm a fan.
Facts.
Cause I don't know.
The nigga went platinum, his first album.
I don't know how you pulled it off.
It's subjective.
I don't know how you did it.
I know it happened.
But I'm with you.
None of us know how.
That nigga Master P a cold nigga.
Master P is his brother.
It was
brothers?
That's his little brother.
What? Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Master P the only nigga that lived every.
The only song I like
real
Silk
nigga
Shocker,
dream.
he's on the Maya moving on.
Yeah, that was
regular
that,
joint. Yeah.
I feel like Silk, they changed the beat on him. He's rapping on.
They didn't change the beat on him.
He's rapping on.
Nigga like you, it was this one with them glasses. Bro, it was this one studio session I was in, dog. This shit was fucking hilarious, bro. This nigga, right? He in the corner rapping. He like going crazy, right? This nigga took the headphones off. He's like, oh shit, I'm rapping to the wrong beat. Shout out my nigga Busy Crook, dog. That shit was hilarious. That whole studio session was funny as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Busy Crook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of hustling done. Any Grammys?
You don't even know
Man, we got snubbed for starting from the bottom of the thrift shop. And the nigga went on stage and apologized for winning.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Starting from the bottom was fire, man.
That
shit on that album.
And the video was super dope.
Yeah. Facts.
When he apologized to Kendrick, he didn't even apologize to Drake.
Yeah.
It's trash.
So you met Drake?
Yeah, when I've been around him a couple times. Went to OVO Fest. But the first time I met him, we was in Atlanta and shit when I flew out to do the deal. Yeah, that was dope. We went to Tree Sound Studios. I was in the room where like he was like, said Timberland and all the crazy, like the greats worked in this room and shit.
Buff Timberland or Fat Timberland?
Fat Timberland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was probably nacho cheese and shit everywhere. All kinds of crumbs on the keyboard. Like, nigga, who put chocolate on the keys? It's crazy. You know Timberland is here, nigga. Come on, man.
He made a chili cheese dog.
Timberland is incredible, nigga.
Yo, what the fuck?
Timberland eat dinner while he make beats.
Why is it gravy on the drum machine?
Why is it gravy on the drum machine?
That nigga played.
Watch out for them tacos.
That nigga played the potato salad, nigga.
And then he changed his lifestyle. I'm proud of Timbo. Only thing I don't like that Timberland said, but
when I got older, okay, I understood why he said it. Because him being so dope, it's only a handful of niggas on the planet that dope.
Yeah.
And at some point, when you're that dope, and you give so much energy to the craft and being original, you want to get your bread back for all the work you put in. Mm-hmm. So at some point in his career, he started working with more poppy artists and doing shit that was fire. Mm-hmm. Like he's one person that when he went mainstream, it didn't compromise his dopeness. Mm-hmm. He actually got doper and still was still on some nigga shit, but fire. So, but he said one comment that I disagree with. He said that Eminem was the next Tupac, and he said that. What was the nigga?
Not on a thug level.
No. It was the next Tupac, and what was the other white boy that used to be signed to him?
Sparks.
Bubba Sparks was the next Biggie.
Whoa. Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, those are two wild.
Where's Bubba Sparks now?
Drinking that motherfucker.
You know what? I went on that Instagram the other day. He's still making music.
Yeah.
So my question is this: at some point, being as dope as you two niggas are, you want the bread, right? Mm-hmm. And you probably work with people that you wouldn't normally work with because they got the bread. So if you were in a situation where you got a white artist that you know, if I do this music with this white artist, it's gonna go and be on some Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera level, or you got a black artist and you know the music is gonna be doper, but the reach ain't gonna be the same. And you gotta choose between one of those two artists. Which one are you gonna work with?
Working with all of them.
I was about to say, nigga like me gonna do both. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna schedule this out.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck around, get them in the studio together.
You gonna charge them the same?
It depends on their situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, because I'm doing that right now. I'm working with a couple of black artists that's independent, but I'm working with this other artist that's signed to Atlantic.
Because if you
Interscope, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because there's some people like, you know, they buying some production. You know what I'm saying? You either whacking the label for the money or you whacking the person. You got to think like it's an independent artist. I respect that shit. So
yeah,
this nigga drunk.
Whacking the person?
Oh yeah, that was
whacking the person crazy. Whacking the person.
Yo, you just been waiting for something. I'm just been waiting for something to tickle your gay finny bone, nigga.
You gotta.
That was wild. My bad.
That nigga jumped out of the seat.
I felt it.
Yeah, that was my bad.
I'm not mature enough.
Whacking who?
This nigga's 50 thinking like that.
Yeah. 56.
Whack the person. That's great.
What do y'all think needs to change? What do you think?
That laugh was great.
What do you think needs to change in music? Like if you could press a button and change one thing to make the industry different, what do y'all think that should be?
Oh, go first.
Man, A&Rs fucking suck. They don't need to get paid salary. They need to get paid like how we get paid off the song. Fuck that shit. That shit is corny. And they don't need doing shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Wow. I agree. If the A&R gonna work, because it is something that's working.
You A&R?
You an A&R?
Well, I think
he an ass receiver. He different.
I was about to respect the shit out of you, Josh. I was about to talk to you about love missing from black music and R&B, and the fact that there are no male or female black R&B.
No, you said this before too. That's how I know you.
Let's sing R&B, or everybody that isn't. Nobody is that's black. They've taken love out of it. Even the edits that are on the urban stations versus any of the other stations, even the edits are different.
That's why they fucked up Giveon Mike.
Don't ever disrespect me when it comes to that.
That's why they fucked up Giveon Mike.
Fuck you up,
look, we got to wrap it.
Fuck nobody up.
We got to
your damn toothpick. String cheese built ass.
We got to wrap.
Wallio over here.
We got to wrap this show up, man. Man,
demasculinated.
You've been a dope ass guest, man. Give it up for my boy, man.
Give it up for y'all. Craig,
Mike, what should we be looking for? Where can they get the single? Prep people on what they should be supporting.
Yeah, follow me at The Real Mike Zombie on Instagram, Mike Zombie on Twitter. Yeah, I'm dropping the deluxe version of my album. My album is out everywhere, Spotify, whatever you listen to, you feel what I'm saying? Drillmatic, I got a beat on there, go fuck with it. And yeah, just follow my moves. Different shit going on.
Man, I appreciate you coming, bro. I know you didn't have to do it, and you waited. You was patient, man. I'm indebted, bro.
Namaste.
Thank you, man. Love and respect. Nas, tell them where they can find you, G.
TherealKnotch_ on Instagram. Find me on that. And find me on here on damn Craig Facts.
Man, Ty, tell them where they can find you, man.
Uncle Ty Comedy, IG, Facebook, Twitter. Get my comedy experience album. You know what I'm saying? It's called I'm Out There. It's got Left Me in Pasadena, Headaches, Taco Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the I'm Out There Nation. I know you out there.
Bunch of food.
Yeah, we out there though.
Niggas text my phone and pause me.
Again, don't look for me, don't find me, but find Notch. He's got the face of a gremlin, voice of an angel.
And you can find Sonny on what?
You got
www.dickneck.com.
You got over here, wait.
You got a lizard when you was a kid.
I got it. You're right.
Fish still alive. Every time you eat, you feed it.
It's a pet.
Only eat lettuce.
I'm trying to give all props all the way around. So you got Mike Zombie. He can produce for you. He can rap for you. He can write for you. You got Ty. He can tell jokes. He can write. Blah, 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 blah. You got Craig. He's got podcasts everywhere. He's stand-up comedian. You got Snaps. You think you write all the time? Well, he writes fucking more. You got.
He don't even know how much
you got. Mimi. First of all, everybody in LA they can kill you.
Yeah, Mimi.
And I know this guy's Poppy. She's got Poppy. She's got Poppy. And when I say you Poppy's is strong, he's strong.
Poppy's
and then
hitting,
don't find me at all, goddammit. I'm just telling you an email. God bless everybody.
Sonny Snap.
God bless everybody. Amen.
Every night he got to arm wrestle his girl for some pussy.
Keep losing. Bitch, let me just win one time.
And they give you two hands one time.
Nigga put his leg up there, still low.
Wrestle my neck. Wrestle my neck now.
That nigga trying to throw a punch.
Wrestle the neck.
My girl taller than me. I'm sorry.
Sorry, little firecracker. He be holding out on his girl. Nah, she had to rape the nigga one time.
Bitch ass girl.
Sorry, that nigga in the ribs.
Let me ride your neck.
I'm fucking a dick now.
That nigga be woodpecker in that girl.
Sean Adams album was a dope man.
He been doing the live.
Hey, no, that's Adam's dick.
He been doing the woodpecker live while he's necking her.
She sat on his neck one time.
Hey, this nigga faded. Here we go again. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shoot yourself for the rest of the day.
It's like Universal Studios, the dinosaur company.
Your eyebrows look like costume.
Oh my God.
Look like costume stickers, nigga.
It's so real.
Your eyebrows is fading, nigga.
It's like real life.
Tell them where they can find you, Mimi.
What's up, Craig Factors? Make sure you follow me at Keeping It Real with Mimi, and make sure you get some of that poppy.
Hey.
Get some of that
poppy without the burn, baby. Yeah. Look how you do poppy. Yeah. Poppies be popping.
Be poppin'.
Popping. Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Pizzaza. How the fuck did they come up with Pig Latin?
Right there. That's his fucking pig with the rope around his fucking head. He the only one that escaped.
You gotta be a strange nigga to make up your own languages. We all speak in one language, you just come with some new shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy as hell.
You know.
Niggas
What's
be
going on, OG?
Howdy.
Nigga looking for Marvin Gaye. Oh, where you go? Where's Marvin, okay? Marvin fucking Marvin.
It's Marvin Savage.
I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. Yeah, Marvin, I'm at the door.
I walked right into that motherfucker.
Nigga took my saxophone, never gave the motherfucker back. Where's my saxophone,
Popped up on you.
I told you I was gonna find you, nigga. I told you you can't hide, nigga.
Pay me my purpose.
You gonna pay my royalties.
What's going on?
So what's going on?
Borrowed my trumpet and gonna leave town. How the fuck I make money? You leave town with my trumpet, nigga.
Ain't heard from you in 20 years.
I'm gonna be out on the street fucking with you, nigga.
You killed my dog before you left.
So snap.
Pen Roethlisberger on IG, Snaptastic_Pen. You think you're right on the time? Well,
You motherfuckers.
Hey man, go buy the album The Chill Never Withers, stream it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stream it everywhere.
I gotta go there rapping like the Riddler.
Hey, fuck you, man.
And just like high.
Going on the scene.
Nah, that shit gas though. I ain't gonna even lie, man.
Hey, man,
I was surprised, brother.
For real?
Yeah, on some real shit. Like, you a comedian and you rapping and you actually dope.
I
gotta give
MC
you that and I
first.
gotta let that be known, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
Because I really respect that shit.
I'm
You really got
one of
balls.
y'all first though. I had 5 albums before I ever told a joke.
Nah,
niggas started jerk dancing. And I'm like, check this guy. I can't go with this. These niggas is jerking. Bro, this is weird. I literally stopped rhyming when the jerk came out. I'm like, this
man.
nigga.
Sorry about that.
Next nigga's gonna be
Sorry,
sorry.
I'm sorry about that. I would make money. I know you pants on, but I had to tie me down. The tie me down song. You know what I'm saying? Don't tie me down. You gotta roll. I got the shirts on, the hats on, the clothes that you want right now. But nigga, if you look it up, I'm the nigga singing on it first.
So you went to the studio with niggas and y'all was jerking.
No, you sound. How you this old? You said 8 years old. You said 8 years old.
Somebody didn't jerk me.
That's like everybody got
Niggas tie me down.
You say,
look. Who the fuck are you up right now? Put them gloves on before you jerk me, nigga. Come on.
Ain't gonna tie me down.
I'm fucking with you.
You up right now?
Niggas is sick. Yo, Ty, how you this old, nigga? You take shots of semen juice in the morning. You drink down semen in the morning, you old fuck.
Tie you down because you was acting.
They had to loosen you. They had to tie your teeth down, nigga.
But that's dope.
Got a wide space.
That's dope. So when you be around dope niggas, you find out dope shit on accident. That's how you know you working. Like when you just telling the truth and it seem like bragging to other niggas. I mean, I'm not bragging, nigga. This shit really happened.
What I do, nigga.
I ain't bragging. That's the type of niggas I got around me. That's been this episode of Craig Facts. If I owe you something, get it from God.